Lone Syndicate said, "What's up, Grin?"
What's good, Lone? Today I thought I was having to do something, and then that changed, and that's why we were saying that we're starting to stream at 4. And then,
Raidnade said, "Hey there, Grin. How's it going?"
What's good, Raid? I'm doing pretty good, gang. How about all y'all? Hopefully y'all feeling good today. Happy, enjoyed. What do you guys get up to today? I got fucking not a lot done, honestly. I slept in a little bit because it eventually was eating me up, where I was like, I'm waking up at like 6 a.m. every day, and then going nonstop, and then they're like, oh, but I keep going to bed at 12, and you're like, oh, well, see, there's a problem. There's gonna be a problem with it, gonna happen in a couple days, and it did. It in fact happened, but we have so much stuff to watch today. We have Harlow's whole ass trailer and then some, as well as we have. Yeah, maybe we might have some Amon. Let's start with Amon before we get to Harlow. We got some Amon skins, I believe. I don't know if we've seen Amon skins. He looks very Krieg adjacent. I don't think we need to hear stuff in the background. We'll just loop this. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be probably playing some Withering Waves today as well. But we're going to be starting off just having a good old time. It's live with Randy. Yes, there's also Borderlands thing happening. The PAX East. But I don't know if I want to watch it. Do we want to watch it? I don't know. We could watch it. Some of it. I kind of like watching these in past broadcasts to some extent because...
Some pretty badass God Killer firmware, which you'll figure out what that is, but it's awesome, and that's baked into those level 30s. And then I think the coup de grace is a unique, legendary, level 50, peak level rifle. That guy right there, you're going to have that before you even start. It's waiting for you at endgame, and it fucking kicks ass. This fucking gun is so badass. You're going to shred with it. So it'll get you right going on endgame. And of course, and the other
damn. That's a pre-order bonus. Usually $10. That's actually, it's bad, but it's not that bad. Anyways, what's good, guys?
It's a customization, so it's not just the gear, it's also that. So that's a free added gift for everybody that's pre-ordered. I can't stop you from pre-ordering now if you do want to get in on this, if you haven't pre-ordered yet, but this is a gift to show everybody our thanks for making Borderlands #1 before we've even launched. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Do we miss a lot?
That was a fantastic. Anything else you want to raise? Any words of wisdom?
Why is she here? Is that an actor? I think so.
Shit! I can't believe it. I'm such an idiot.
One more thing.
Grant, can you go get one of those guns?
I got it right here, Randy.
Oh, you got, okay.
Let's play around a little bit. Let's jump around. Also, there's a heat wave going on in Canada, so it feels bad. But what's this?
Content, seasonal mini events.
Okay, so this is the pose. Oh, right. Yeah, so this was huge. This is what this whole live stream was supposed to be about, Endgame, basically. So they were going to have this whole conference about what Borderlands Endgame is going to be. So for Q4, game release, September 12th, free content, Horror of... What? Kairos? Okay, new legendary weapons, love that. New cosmetics, love that. New weather variations, okay. I guess. And then we got bounty pack. So I think this is if you bought the main pack. This is like the thing that you're getting. I wonder if this is what you're getting if you got the $160 pack, which has all the special headhunter packs as well. I don't know, but. New missions, bosses, new loot gear, new legendary gear, a vault card with 24 cosmetics. That's kind of huge. I like the way Gearbox does that. Instead of buying a thing for $10, usually you just gotta buy the quote unquote battle pass, and it just has a shit ton of cosmetics in it. And some of them are pretty dope. To me, I like that better than here's a rare skin, and here's a legendary skin, and you're like, it costs so much difference. The legendary skin's $20. You're like, fuck this. And one battle pass is worth that, right? So it's kind of nice to think about that. In the world of shit and piss, it's a little less shit and pissy. Anyways, Echo drone skin, vehicles, stuff like that. Vault Hunter style. Don't really know what that means. Anyways, so then we have free content, Invincible boss. Okay, so this is huge. This is something that most people from the Borderlands community love, which is an Invincible, a big ass fucking. Man, we had Chromarox and stuff like that in the past, big crazy bosses to tear down. Also, let me see everybody's thing there. There we go. Also, what's going on? What's good, Ray? What's good, crazy? It's live with Randy. So yeah, thank you for telling me that. I did see that it was live. I wasn't sure if we should watch it yet, but it looks like it's winding down anyway, so that we can kind of skip through. But yes, we also have. So this is 2026 Q1. So early next year. It's kind of neat. It's actually a lot. We're getting the, what do you call it, a story pack? Is this where? Yeah, new Vault Hunter. Oh no! Oh, is that what he's gonna look like? He's like a guy with a hat. Oh. Anyways, we get a bounty pack 2, which is some skins, weapons, new bosses, missions. I wonder what they mean by missions. Like, is it like compelling missions, or is it like, it's probably like what we got in Borderlands 3, which was like these like little tiny events type things. I do hope they have, like, this is the only thing I'm kind of bummed about. I shouldn't say bummed. The thing that people loved was basically like a Destiny strike. Like, Gearbox kind of had that version of that in Borderlands 3, which was called like a takedown. I don't know if that's what they imply by like new missions and bosses and loot. If it's basically just like, yeah, we've added like another dungeon or another strike. In the next 2 months, we're going to add another 2 or 3 that have legendary gear, cosmetics, and such that you can get from farming them. That to me is interesting, but I don't know if that's what this means by new missions and bosses, or if it just means like, as like you kill. It's like, it's the worst. Gearbox. Borderlands 3 had.
Gnawing Fetus said, "As long as it isn't Wonderland's DLC quality, I'll be happy."
That's what everyone's probably thinking. But to me, like, I thought takedowns were pretty fun because they were kind of like I don't know, they just felt like they were really well made. And then there was like that weird alien quick time, like kill enemies as fast as you can event, and I always thought those were not very good. So I hope that they do more of the Invincible kind of thing and not just like a bunch of these weird, like, we're the alien overlords, just run through these levels and kill everything in a couple seconds and then be given like a piece of candy. I mean, I guess that's kind of what strikes are. I guess it's the execution that makes it that way. Anyways, player skins, echo skins, vehicle skins, but this one, the main Pooba, we get what looks like an old, we honestly look like someone looks like TK Baja, like a fucking, what are those people called? Like, they're like swamp people. They have like a cowboy hat with like feathers, and they got like marsh shit on their shoulders and stuff, like camo, westerny. Anyways, we're getting one of the new Vault Hunters at that point. Actually, we're getting it fairly early next year, Q1. I guess that doesn't imply it could be like the latest possible month. So, anyways, new story missions. I think this is like, actually, I don't know if this is gonna be like an actual DLC or if this is just gonna be like, no, we're gonna give you a new hunter. We're probably going to give you a main story mission that ties them into being a new person. Also, we're going to give you new map zones, new side quests, new legendary gear, new cosmetics, 4 Vault Hunter head styles, 4 weapon skins, 2 vehicle skins. Cool that weapon skins are back. I guess that we did see something like that beforehand. Echo Drive.
Ravenade said also new ZZZ update drops in 4-ish
I know.
days.
I gotta start cooking with the update, man. I gotta start like grinding the swimsuit, like bathing thing, the, like whatever that is. I gotta bang that out because Jesus. And one Echo Frame shit. Yeah, that's, and then we're kind of in this lull, which is like, and more, which is bonus packs 3, story pack 2.
Gnawing Fetus said it won't be delayed too much
Invincible
beyond
bosses.
Q1 of next year, or Steam will find their asses
Yeah,
off.
that's true. The whole advertising thing is a huge deal with Steam. But I was gonna say, man,
Gonna have some new weapons.
yeah, that's pretty good. Like, because essentially, like, I guess this is what I'm wondering about. First of all, the easiest like ticket to hotness with Borderlands, Jesus Christ, is just gear. It's like, despite what everyone wants to say, that's what Borderlands Endgame is. It's literally just like the 5 people who are like obsessed with making builds so that everybody else in the community can just download a save and play them, because nobody wants to literally like take the hours and hours of like grinding this one fucking specific stat on a gun. And that kind of is like the propagation thing. So the 2 things I'm hopeful for is, yes, weapons and guns and new legendaries, huge. Like, a huge part of Borderlands Endgame. Love that we're getting that like on the pulse. But the bosses and missions are like, is it the same thing that like some of the other ones have kind of been? The only thing that gives me hope is I think they've added strikes without adding strikes, like Destiny strikes, because they talked about how like all of the quest lines basically can be like, you can like digitize the simulation and run through that encounter again, right? So I think that's basically just like a strike. So yeah, so you're gonna go do this mission or go do this thing or whatever. I think that's actually pretty cool. So I don't know. The only thing that would, to me, would make me be like, what? Like, I would just coom immediately. Is if they had a subtext here, which is like making a user-generated system, like a user generated. Yes, there's mod support. I'm talking about like level creation. I'm talking about like GTA Online, like you can make your own level and that kind of thing. Like you can place the enemies where you are. It's weird because I don't know if that would work in Borderlands, because I've seen the other games try to implement it and just nobody uses it. But I don't know. That'd be the only issue with Borderlands, is that eventually you're kind of like, I ran out of content and I'm kind of just running around killing the same enemies in the same instance again. Whereas at least if you could have like slight adjustments, then maybe I would just want mod support. Maybe that was like be the big poo-poo, where like if it's just mod support, I'd be like, okay, that implies everything.
Dynamic weather on Kairos. It's crazy. You guys haven't seen anything like this in a Borderlands game before, and that's free content. That's
Randy's
for
getting
everybody,
sweat tea
whether you
up there.
But our first premium content is Bounty Pack 1. There's a new mission, a new boss.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of rewards tied to that one, and it's really, really fun and really, really gnarly, frankly. We're going to drop an Invincible.
That's interesting. I wonder if that's basically implying that like the bait, because this is what I heard Randy Pitchford talk about in other interviews he was doing, which he's talking about how like most of this stuff that they've added, basically they made it so that like it's more, it seems like Borderlands 4 is going to be more open to more players, meaning you're probably not going to get like super bent, or like a badass is not going to come up to you and just punch you in the face and drop you in 2 seconds. But it's weird because like then I've heard people like Moxie say this is the hardest Borderlands I've ever played. So I don't know what he's implying. I think maybe if his whole question was like in regards to levels. So like if you're dying immediately, you can just farm a bunch of stuff around you, level up, and then just stomp on everything in the next area if you do all the other shit in the area. But if you want to like run forward like exponentially, then you're going to have a harder time killing enemies. So maybe that's what they meant.
Bounty Pack 2 before the first story pack. The first story pack is a big campaign DLC. It's awesome. It's crazy. We're going to talk about it a bit. Maybe I'll just shut up there and let us talk about that. Yeah, I'll sit down. I'm sorry, I get really pumped about this stuff.
Mario, let's unpack that first one, the
mini event.
Events. What can players expect there?
Yeah, sure. So seasonal mini events are back. The first one coming in October. We're calling it Horrors of Kairos. And
Ooh, it's
because
spoopy
it
themed.
comes out so soon after launch, we didn't want to make sweeping changes just yet. So you should expect some tweaked gameplay with some spooky vibes, new legendaries.
Ooh, I hope that, dude, the
cosmetics.
fucking best legendaries came out around Halloween. There was like the gas grenade that just spawned a bunch of fucking skulls. Oh, so good.
But only for a limited time, so make sure you don't miss them.
And then
I don't love shit like that. I'm not. The only thing that's good about that is I do believe Borderlands, even Borderlands 3, is on a cycle. So like right around Halloween, this event will come back in that same time horizon. So, yeah.
Bosses. You can actually kill these. They're not invincible, but we call them invincible bosses because they're tough.
Yeah.
Invincible bosses, and as you can see up there's 3 S's. So yes, multiple invincible bosses.
Oh,
our plan
that's
for,
huge. Okay, so it's not just one, but it's multiple invincibles. That's huge.
For,
And like
release.
that entirety of Borderlands 3, we got like 1, and then maybe I think 2. Maybe there's another one, but like very few invincible bosses, and like yeah, people love killing those things.
They'll take place in new arenas all around Kairos. They're a free download for all players, so you all get to play them. They'll use a lot of the traversal mechanics that we already introduced in Borderlands 4, so new ways to play.
Is anybody tempted to buy the Giga Pack now that you've seen this? Because a part of me is like, well, new legendary bosses, new invincible bosses, new consistent legendary gear and loot so that you can like shape your builds in unique different ways. Maybe we just all aboard the train and we get on it and we just, if it crashes burn, it's on my own fault. But it is tempting.
And yeah, they live up to the Invincible name, so they're going to be tough. So I can't wait to see.
Oh, the areas are cool too. It's like a platforming area.
Sam, the story doesn't end with the campaign. You have big plans for what comes next. Let's talk about some of these first little bits of story that people will be able to play.
This
As
guy?
you noted, we've got the bounty packs coming up, and these kind of content is going to be familiar to anyone who played Borderlands 2. If you remember our Headhunter packs, these are story-focused missions.
Yes.
Are those DLCs or no? Probably not.
Noring
This
Fetus
is the
said I
DLC.
refuse to buy anything before it's launched, other than the base game, solely because of Wonderland.
It's fair. It's entirely fair. At the same time, it's a good statement. But at the same time,
Catman 11,234 said the GRINN news.
What's good?
How are ya?
We're seeing the fucking end game of Borderlands, Cat. It's huge. Actually, it looks pretty substantial. We're getting like all the things that like, again, this is what everyone has been saying. Or not everyone. Everyone who's worked on this game has said the same thing, which is basically that Borderlands 3, the reason why Borderlands story was so disconnected is because honestly, it's like a weird thing. It's like a really odd thing. It's like basically Randy Pitchford talked about like really wanting to like randomly generate your avatar, like your Vault Hunter, in real time. So he's like, that's what we have to do. And because of that, they ended up not being able to like put your actual avatar in there. So, and it makes sense why they're trying to do that, because they're like trying to sell cosmetics. So if you can do the story again, you can see your cool character in like a cool moment. And they get really cool battle shots and shit, like hype fucking camera spinning around you and you're in your cool outfit or whatever. I get why that could be something like attractive to them and validate their battle packs or their cosmetic packs, whatever. But that's still not a good excuse to fucking not like to have our Vault Hunters just not fucking present in this Borderlands 3's character screens. Anyways. But it basically, the sentiment was that Borderlands 3, especially as the game went on, the story got less shit. Like the Battle Hunter packs were significantly good. The question I would then ask, which maybe it's answered already in my head, what the fuck happened with Wonderlands? But I thought Wonderlands was great. Don't get me wrong. The base game Wonderlands, fun as shit, great mechanics, really good balance. But then it's like the after, like the end game, because I didn't think they would think Wonderlands would sell that well, but it absolutely did. And they just shout out like this crap because I think they were focusing on Borderlands, their actual like money cow. And I think that's the only thing they're going to be able to do is like they have to like. It makes sense if you're thinking about it from a Gearbox perspective, which is like, okay, say Wonderlands botches the end game and everyone kind of thinks you're shit. At least do the end game. Then you're like, okay, well, fuck. In Borderlands 4, let's just dump all of our talent onto making an end game so that we can kind of build, like, win people back. And then when we release Wonderlands 2, we can have like a whole showcase of like all the content that we did in Borderlands, and maybe be like, hey guys, we're gonna do that same thing that we did that you liked here in this other game. Maybe winning back players. But anyways, I digress.
Focus on a particular character and a theme. And our first one is going to be focused on a character named Rush. Some of you may have
Rush was cool.
In our promotional, and he's going to be spreading some holiday cheer.
Oh,
Knowing
it's a
Fetus
Christmas
said,
DLC.
base Wonderlands was peak. DLC was just a money grab for
was,
it, though.
Yeah, it was not good. It was one of those things where you're like, and again, I don't think it's the only. Maybe I should ask you guys this: what do you guys want for like end game for Borderlands? Because I think most of the community comes to like, I want like a drip feed of new legendary gear that like makes new builds viable. Maybe it's like an action skill class mod that like on gun damage there's a chance to spawn a fucking sprite or that kills people or seeks into people. What do you call it? Gives me the ability to like infinitely recover my bullets so that I can use like a giant anoint, whatever it's called. Anointment weapon or whatever it is. Not anointment. The special big weapons like grenades, whatever they're falling under. I can't think of the name, but yeah, like just using those nonstop. Like hopefully we eventually get stuff like that makes like more builds viable and have fun with that, right? So I think that's what people want. People also want invincible bosses, but people I think also would want takedowns, like the thing that seemed quite popular there. But to me, I kind of like it sounds weird, but like I kind of want Borderlands to stay Borderlands, but to have like the Destiny like co-op experience, which is that like you can just go into encounters with your friends. The matchmaking is super easy. You can run in there and do shit, and there's always something for you to do. And I don't know if like. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if that's going to be what this end game is, but I'm curious what you guys would be like. Well, I wouldn't quite want that if you guys say that. I'm curious what you guys would want.
Gnawing Fetus said, endgame, I want a grind fest.
Yeah?
Take Diablo 2's endgame and shove it in a shooter, just like Borderlands was intended to be.
Yeah, that's good, but I feel like that's probably already locked in. Like, did you find that Borderlands 3 was similar? Because I thought Borderlands 3, especially the tail end of Borderlands 3, was pretty good. Some people didn't like the massive amount of skill tree or like skill points we got. I always didn't mind it because I think that makes sense. Like I think as you progress
Raid
more and
Nate
more,
said, yeah, I thought takedowns were nice just because it was something different and it had decent replay value.
Yeah. I think maybe that's exactly what it is. Anything that has good replay value. And I don't think, like to me, it sounds pretty shitty a little bit, but like I don't love. I want to say that I think Borderlands puts a lot of time and effort into storytelling. Like side quests have like full in-depth dialogue where they're bitching at each other and there's like a bunch of choices you can make.
Fetus said BL3 was a little too easy to grind gear emo, at least endgame.
Yeah, especially endgame, especially when your build is already really good. Yes, I think that would be solved if per lesson sort of thing. Because I don't want like legendaries to drop as often as they did in Borderlands 3, but I would like them to still be like, I don't know, like again, maybe this is what I'm going to try to say. It's so hard to describe the variance between like grinding, but basically, like if I could have like these 3 items, like if I got a class mod and a weapon, like a class mod that like on explosion damage detonate, you have a chance of getting your grenade back or spawning another grenade or something. And like with just those two items, you can like fucking eat, like devour, right? Like awesome. But the issue is like when you need 7 items just to be able to get to like the actual end game, and then you're suffering for like 7 hours just to get the one thing to drop, only to then be like, I'm 10% closer. So I hope that like you can get your head above water, be an end game. But the thing that made me like wince is oftentimes they're always like, but wait, there's stages, and by the way, each stage gets just more unfun to play. So like Endgame 1, Endgame 2, and then like Merciless. Merciless drops the best gear, the best cosmetics, everything that you want. So you have to get to Merciless. But by the way, it's shit getting to Merciless. So like I don't love the like, I want it to be challenging to get the gear. I want it to be like when you see a legendary, you get fucking juiced. But I don't love the idea of basically being like, well, man, I can't even participate because I don't have hours upon hours upon hours to grind, you know? Then again, if there is like the same thing that exists in all Borderlands, which is just downloading a save file, then it's always a moot point. Honestly, the leveling and gear system is kind of a moot point too.
Content in these bounty packs. Max, Mario, do you want to kind of walk through?
Absolutely. You know, we've got a couple mock-ups and concepts of what you can expect.
I love the seasonal events. I don't know why.
Fun.
I always love my like...
Raidnade said, yeah, it's tough balancing the endgame cause it's either too easy or a massive pain in the ass to get
That's
to.
a really good way to put it too. Yeah. If it could just be like what do you call it? If it could be like challenging to get guns, but not just be not feel like it's a pain in the ass. Like I just feel like you're progressing. Like you're like, oh, now I'm just one like a notch stronger. Now I don't die. That's something that'd be cool to me. That was how I felt like Moe's. Well, that was Moe's, but with some other characters where like you get like these 2 things that make your build work, and they're like, great, now I deal damage. And then you're like, okay, I got these 2 other things, and I know how to play off of those. Great, now I don't die. Now I want to like increase my splash damage so I clear like waves of enemies more. Great. Okay, now I'm great against killing ads, but I'm not very good at killing bosses. Well, how do I fix that? Okay, well there's this gun that's like a fucking rail gun that if I get a critical hit, it'll like slice the person in half. Okay, let's go farm that. So like it's incremental jumps when you eventually intake a problem, rather than just like a brick wall that's just like, buddy, all those legendaries, you need to get all of those substats in the perfect alignment, or else you're not even going to be able to make a dent in the next phase. And even if you are, it's pretty shitty. Like, you're not that powerful. And you're like, I hate it. Like, this is awful, you know? And that wasn't Borderlands 3, so I'm hoping that it's just dialed a little back. Like, honestly, in my opinion, I kind of hoping it's Borderlands 3, because I actually didn't hate Borderlands 3 stuff, but just harder to get legendaries. And add pearlescents that are fucking rarer than shit. That's the 2 things I think would make the end game. Because I thought Borderlands 3 had a pretty decent end game, or like pretty good loot system, where like it felt like you were getting. Nah, I should say it had a shitty loot system. The annoyance ruined everything, and the legendary is too apparent. But if you scale back both of those things, you take annoyance away and you scale back the drop rates quite a bit from legendaries, then we're groovy, you know.
You know, yeah. Vault
I love
the
like festive updates.
Super excited to offer some additional cosmetics for people. You know, we've got I think each
Norin Fetus said highest difficulty gear drops should just be win more gear. That way you can do shit without it, but you just rock shit harder when you get top tier gear.
Yeah, I don't.
Lord Blazefire 1985 said too early for Christmas. Joking. I like Christmas. Yo, Grin, I'm just resting.
Just rest up, buddy. But yeah, we're also getting Halloween. That's what came before this. But now I think I don't know if I agree. For me, like the issue with stuff like that is like the same thing that persists in a lot of these things, where it's like a lot of games will do that, where they'll basically be like, okay, there's like highest tier difficulty, like nightmare mode, and it'll be like gives you dude, it could be even small. It could be like a 50% chance to get legendaries on nightmare. It's 60% chance. It still psychologically becomes the baseline of how all of the community judges everything, and it becomes like to me it makes me feel like if I'm not there, I'm shitting myself. Like I'm just not. I can't describe it, but like if you make that the thing, every single person, I think, maybe not everyone, like 98% of people will like do everything they can just to get to that point, because that's the point of like,
Gnawing Fetus said, like in
metric,
D2, you can do most everything with shit gear, but the uber legendaries make it so much faster.
Yes. That's a good way to put it too. Yeah. That's especially D2. Yeah. But or maybe a better way to phrase it is like, what if you just knew how to make a build and you just knew what to invest in, you could just like, you're fine. Like even your build can carry you. You'd have shit gear, but you're like, if you put the points in the right things and you know how to lean on those things, like bullet damage or whatever, you're gonna be fine. Like that's pretty huge. I hope that's the case too. But to me, what I find like less compelled is when they're like, hey, there's this like merciless fucking mastery, whatever you want to call it, like the highest tier of difficulty. We've put 3 cosmetics items behind it that's like gold plated whatever. It's enough of an interest to be like, oh shit, if one of those 3 items is something that I think looks cool on my character, then I'm like, fuck, I really like my character, and that's where that's behind. All right, I'll get to that, but I want to get to that eventually. And it's something it makes you feel like I want to work towards that. Whereas if it's like percentage increase on legendary drops, I feel like every time I'm not doing that, I'm just like losing time, because like I want to get to the best chance possible to get legendaries. So I feel like for me personally, I actually don't mind the cosmetics ones, but it's tough when they're like, here's fucking like 20 cosmetics behind this fucking impossible thing. You're like, I want to look nice too. Okay, I know I shouldn't have it all, but I would like to have some.
Gnawing Fetus said, I hope you have to have the right kind of shit gear to function in the highest difficulty.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Yeah, I think it's great way to put it too. All right.
We've got skins for characters. We've got paint jobs for
All
gear.
right. Some of these aren't very, great. His is, he's Santa. I see. He's like a badass Viking Santa. That's fire.
And I think my favorite.
Rafa looks great. Rafa looks the most festive. Okay, these other two.
Yeah. New vehicle skin, you guys. Yeah.
They were loved by fans in Borderlands 3, so we were so excited to bring them back. And
that's a lie. They just lied to us. It's okay, but that's not true. I have never heard one person say, vehicle skins are my favorite part of the game.
Daily and weekly missions, so you can unlock all those awesome cosmetics, as you can see.
Well, maybe you said daily missions. That's not bad. Like bounties, that's fine. Cool. Daily bounties.
And we also have 2 giant story DLCs on the way that are kind of mini games in their own right, like fully featured. Sam,
what does that mean?
Max, walk us through them.
I'm going to throw to Max.
All right.
All of these people don't look like they don't want to be up there. I can't describe. Sometimes you see people who are performers, they're like, Sometimes you see other people who are like, and I'm there. I'm like a half and half. But damn.
DLC.
I like the last couple. The first 2 were still really yucky. But
Gnawing Fetus said, I like vehicle skins, but they aren't my particular hype train.
Yeah, like to me, I feel like to me it goes character skins, even though I don't even fucking see myself. Weapon skins, I don't know if that doesn't make sense because you see your weapon all the time. And then, dude, sometimes they're like, do you want like a little keychain on your gun? And I'm like, no. I make another legendary. All the time it takes to make this fucking little trinket, make it legendary, please.
We're super excited to bring back, the tradition of providing, these really awesome, chock full experiences for people to dig into. It's a chance for us to experiment. It's a chance for us to explore all the cool new features from Borderlands 4.
I'm so excited, guys. Fresh, I was so fucking excited.
So, on that, there's a ton of new
I'm thinking about the weapons.
I know, Randy, there's some cool new stuff in the game.
Yeah, cool. So our one of our creative directors, Josh Jeffcoat, who I've been working on Borderlands with for 20 years, he pitched me on the story for this. And
we're not going to tell you about it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You might get to kill somebody you've really wanted to kill for a long time.
It's not Jack. Not Zed. Who the fuck?
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh, is it fucking my? No, is it fucking the kid? I gotta watch my sentence. Diva. Oh, is it her? That is insane. Oh my god, dude, that's what they're referring to. That's fucking lit. Oh my god, Ava. That's it, Ava. Is it fucking Ava? Oh my god, dude, if it's Ava, I'm gonna riot. Oh, that's so
Lone
fucking
Syndicate
good.
said, "Who grinned?"
It's the character from Borderlands 4 that everyone fucking hates. Or Borderlands 3, sorry. She's Maya's disciple. Everyone hates her to death. And if you get to kill her or beat up her, that's insane. I was like, who can they possibly mean? Dude, if it's her, that is crazy. That is the biggest. And also to hide that by a DLC or some shit. I'm not sure that's a free DLC. But a DLC. Holy shit, people are going to buy the fuck out of that. That's such a clever marketing thing. I'll be like, hey, we hear you. You got to pay to play. You're gonna pay to beat up a child, which at this point is probably like a teen. He's probably like 18 or something.
Gnawing Fetus said, bitch slap some common decency and sense into
Dude,
her.
I can't wait.
Oh my God! What you want?
What? Wait, what? Don't do this to me. What you want? Like TK Baja? What? Oh, no, it's Earl. Oh, that's so not fun. Boo, it's Earl, the guy who sells you a magazine enhancement, who's like behind a great door. I love him. I don't want to fight him. He's a cool little rascal of a guy.
No, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Oh, that's such a wasted opportunity, man. Oh.
Yeah, we.
I was about to say, I don't know if they would pop off that hard, but I guess they didn't. That's so disappointing.
To be reminiscent of Guns, Love, and Tentacles from Borderlands 3, we are leaning forward. Some fans. We are leaning forward into cosmic horror. It's going to be bloodier, darker, and I mean, we might hear from like a familiar character or two.
Familiar and favorite, if I do say so myself. And I should.
Ooh, Ellie.
Considering I am the titular character in this here DLC, otherwise known as Mad Ellie and the Vault of the Damned.
Ooh, that's pretty huge. Okay, so Ellie is dealing with eldritch horrors. It also looks like they're leaning in more to the vault thing, which to me was such a cool concept that they kind of just washed away like, cosmic horrors, but they're like, no, these are supposed to be like, again, they're supposed to be divine items behind it. In Borderlands 2, they kind of did that, but like,
Now, I'd like to continue interrupting this here sausage fest.
Gnawing Fetus said I'd be much more hype if it was Ava.
Yeah,
Earl I don't particularly care for, but he has his reasons for being crazy.
Yes.
And more Ellie smiley face.
Yes, more Ellie's great, I'm about to say.
Favorite writer and also voice of me.
Yeah, Borderlands 1 is where you learn about all like the deep lore of all these characters, and it's all horrible. And I wonder if that's what they're trying to get back to, because when they say like it's dark, I'm like, I don't know if I want dark. Like I don't know if anyone's like, hey, I'm going to show you something miserable. Where it's like, no, I'm going to show you a character that you've already experienced a lot of. He's not dead. He's not nothing bad's happened to him. But I want to show you why the person's maybe flawed or maybe unappealing in some ways. And I'm going to make you kind of be like, oh, yeah, I'd be pissed too. I'd be a monster too if I had to do that, or that happened to me.
Everybody give a big howdy to Jamie Markey.
I can't wait for her to not be a billion pounds.
Didn't TK Baja canonically become a zombie in BL1?
TK, maybe TK, but I don't think we're talking about TK. I think we're talking about Earl. But yeah, TK probably. Well, I thought TK. I'm not sure if TK's still alive. I think TK. DLCs are in a weird place where they might be all mythos, like Simpsons episodes. Oh, what's the flip? Damn, Jesus, geez, Ellie's got a lot, all the weight in the right places. I'll say that. But anyways.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
How's it going?
It's weird. It's good though.
It's weird.
Jamie's been part of this franchise for longer than I have,
snooze.
for sure. But recently, well, actually a couple years now, we brought you on as a writer. How did that happen?
Well.
Ooh.
Perseverance is important.
Yeah.
And I think also it's lovely when a company can look at you and be like, there's something wrong with her. It's just validating, it's nice to be appreciated.
Is that my line?
I don't know. Oh, well, okay. We went through this. Okay, that's what Jamie's been up to.
Yes.
What's Ellie been up to?
Ellie has found herself.
We're gonna find out in this DLC if she was the problem or not. All right, but probably not.
A little uneasy.
Did you make Ava? We need to know. Anyway.
She is. She's in a spookier area, not feeling quite herself.
She possessed?
In a frozen tundra wasteland.
Ooh, frozen level.
Right. And it's not only Ellie that's experiencing some
frozen
strangeness.
Halloween.
This
Kind of
brand
works.
new map
Well,
zone
makes sense.
is going to offer
This
players
canon.
brand new challenges, new enemies, and a ton of new gear and loot to collect. So we're super excited about that.
What if Ellie just got like real skinny and jacked? I feel like it would be a real weird shock to the system.
on it right now. Like we pencils down on Borderlands 4 and we're like, okay, let's go. Let's make this stuff. And it's so much fun. Like we're really good at some of us have been working on Borderlands for 20 years. We're starting to get pretty good at it. And when we ship a game, we really know everything about it. So that's one of the reasons why campaign DLC for Borderlands tends to be really, really great, because we are cooking at all cylinders.
I would say the DLCs are always the best part of the Borderlands 3's storytelling, I think.
In addition
that's a little
to
ray of hope.
The campaign DLC, at the same time, we're launching a new playable Vault Hunter.
Oh wait, so we got the first little pack, and then then we have like at end of Q1 was it? Oh, or Q2. That's where we're gonna have another thing.
Yes,
that's an actual silhouette of this character.
Look, we didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm a little. Well, who knows? Maybe he's goaded, but like he looks like a plague doctor, or like not a shaman. That's what he looks like a shaman, which maybe that's gonna be huge, but I don't know.
3, and some of you guys hate us for it.
What?
we. Yeah.
What did you say?
That's an actual silhouette of this character.
Look, we didn't do it in Borderlands 3, and some of you guys hate us
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anyone hates you for it, Randy. We hate the reason you gave for it, which is no one liked them. No one bought them. Yeah, just people weren't into it, so we didn't do it. And you're like, okay, so you're a liar now. You just established yourself as lying, because that's so not true. You could all the top builds, it's Krieg and fucking Necromancer. It's just a total fallacy. Like in the fact that he's just like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I can't believe anything you say now, man. Sorry.
There's a Borderlands 2, and you want to see what else we've got up our sleeves. So this silhouette here, this guy literally has a lot up his sleeves.
Ooh, okay, this guy has a lot up his sleeves. So he does seem like, is he like a shaman, or is he like a plague doctor, or is he like... Oh, I don't know, John. I'm getting like a weird swamp, like hillbilly crazy guy with like potions and shit. I forget what it's called, like a plague doctor? I'm not a plague doctor. It's like a shaman, but not a shaman. What do they call like a medic in like tribal settings? Maybe it's shaman. I don't know.
And I cannot wait to introduce him to you. We are working on him right now. I think we just settled on his name last week. Right, and that's the smallest part of the work.
McFlufferkin said, sounds like a gambler theme. Lots of cards up his sleeves.
Oh, maybe it's a gambler, like a Western gambler type vibe? I'm not sure if I'm into that, but I don't know, man. It's tough because I think... no, they should swing for the rafters. But part of me was like, if you made like a Gauge 2.0... It's funny because...
Gnawing Fetus said, shaman are typically tribalistic spiritual leaders.
Okay.
Healers.
Yes, maybe it's less of that and more of like what Fluff's saying, like a Western card gambler type of vibe. Could go either way, but probably that. Maybe it also kind of makes sense with like how successful Red Dead was, and I could see everyone wanting to kind of like scratch that itch, especially creatively. But yeah,
I'm really excited about this character, and I think you will be too.
Well, that's it for our Q&A. Randy, anything else?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, as much as I would be kind of interested in seeing, it's weird, but like Necromancer, I would actually want like a redux of her, like I don't know, maybe Gauge like 20 years in the future. Again, I'm still hoping for Tina. It's impossible.
McFlufferkin said could have lots of random effects. I want him to be a Bayou Cajun Gambit guy.
Yeah, Gambit, that's a cool vibe. We'll get some Gambit energy. But I actually would like, it's weirdly, I feel like I want more of like a Necromancer than I want Krieg. Now, I love Krieg. He's my favorite character of all time, especially within the gaming scene. But I also think that like Amon is kind of satisfying the Krieg itch, I think, for me.
You want to note?
Oh, yeah. What have I
Shame it's
forgotten?
not Tiny Tina, though.
Oh, you know, this is cool. So a week ago, exactly 1 week ago, how many of you, look, I know this like, I'm not from Butterfinger or anything. Like, I'm not trying to do a sales pitch here, but just out of curiosity, how many of you have pre-ordered Borderlands 4? How many of you have pre-ordered? Wow, yes. Wow. Look, because of you guys, a week ago, Borderlands 4 topped, like 3 weeks before launch, it topped the charts. It was so Borderlands 4 is already a #1 game, and it's not even out yet. It's because of you guys coming with us, showing your support, and pre-ordering.
And here's the new stuff. Okay. So yeah, we're getting a bunch of skins, but he also said we're getting an exclusive legendary weapon if you pre-ordered. So I'm like, I might have to pay the $10. I'm not gonna pay for the special DLC yet thing, probably.
Gnawing Fetus said lol, like 3 PPL cheered.
I think we owe you
If people are like, yay, DLC content before we know what we're getting. Pre-order stuff has never bothered me too much, just because I like to pre-download. Unfortunately, they hide that behind the thing, but still. Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, so this is what we're getting. We're getting a bunch of new head things, and we're getting, I think, is this gear? Pre-order Guild Glory Pack. Yeah, we have fucking 4? What that? Is that a grenade? We're getting 4 exclusive legendaries.
It'll be good even if, you've got some other gear along the way between.
If you're getting it, you're happy. If you're not, you're like, fuck you. But
here's what's really cool about it. For the rest of the game, it also makes fireworks happen and explosives. It's basically like, so you'll keep this level 1 gun forever because you can only get it if you're pre-ordered, and it's the celebration machine. You're online with a friend who's having their birthday, bring this baby out, fireworks, fireworks. You want to propose to your girlfriend in the game, fireworks.
I don't know if that's wholesome or not a good idea. To propose to your lady in a game is rough.
It's awesome. It's so much fun.
Maybe like this is part 1 to a 2-part proposal, which I will do eventually.
You'll have a blast. Now, earlier we were talking about, hey, when you complete the game, you can create new level 30 characters. We've got a couple pieces of level.
No, I used to pre-buy DLCs from franchise that I liked. Wonderland's burned me out. Yeah.
McFlufferkin said we'll probably have a mod to scale these exclusives up.
Yeah, that hopefully. Again, that's the only thing that is like this like end game live stream communication thing is like missing for me. Is like it'd be just awesome if they were like, yeah, we're fully in support of mods, even though they always have kind of been. But like anything that's maybe again, I don't know if I want mod support because that's already existing, but maybe I want like a level creator because that's the one thing I would want to see. But
30 ordnance. We've got a level 30 grenade and a level 30 rocket launcher, and these are kick-ass.
Also, it didn't talk a lot about the actual end game. Did I miss stuff? Like it just talked about like the update cycle, but
this is a kill. It's a couple of pieces of work at Gearbox.
Those shift codes, I guess.
We're just 2 weeks away from launch, and we have a lot of the game that we haven't revealed yet.
Yes.
We're going to do that today.
Yes.
We're going to talk endgame, as you just brought up.
And you'll have a new mission.
Finish the game. They see the credits rolling.
What's happening?
What happens
That was the post-launch content.
Go through some new missions that we're going to transition you to the end game. We want you to learn how to get into the Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. We're calling it Ultimate Vault Hunter mode because that's the end game that we want players to kind of go through.
Okay.
And you'll have a new mission, takes you through it with new challenges. And this is kind of like an intro to the end game that we wanted to kind of bring everybody into because there's some lessons from the previous Borderlands that we want to make sure we get right. And we want to kind of explore those lessons and make sure that everybody can go into the end game with nice, smooth transition.
Yeah,
so is the end game redoing the story?
3's end game with Mayhem mode.
Yep.
What can we expect a little bit from in terms of flow and new experiences within Ultimate?
We wanted to focus on the player experience. The main thing that we learned from previous Borderlands to this one is that we don't want players to regrind their weapons. So from Ultimate Vault Hunter mode on, you will be using your end game weapons and your end game gear that you farm once. And if that's the gear that you want to use, that's the gear you're going to take. And we're going to challenge you to take that gear from when you get it all the way to the last Ultimate Vault Hunter rank.
And
wait, what does that mean? Does that mean you're going to be able to get to level 50 at the end of the campaign, and then you're going to be able to go right into the next one with your weapons? Is that, or is they literally just be, no, it's the same thing you're used to, it's just you're going to keep your weapons? Is that like, that what I mean?
We're designing this with co-op in mind, with playing with other players. Dive into that a little bit.
Yeah, so
we will react to memes, by the way.
In our game, we want players to have
maybe a longer stream today. We'll see.
Possibilities to play together, whether it's co-op, or whether it's in different modes and different ways. You can join your friends, jump into the game with them, and be able to teleport to them, hit the challenge that you want to hit the boss you want to hit, and there's different modes.
Cross-platform,
and there's different modes that you can.
That's cool. If it's seamless, then that's cool because Borderlands has always had kind of a rocky like matchmaking system.
And make sure you can play with each other in the matchmaking pool.
Yeah, everybody has their own loot pools. You could be sharing guns.
Yep. Everything.
We're really encouraging co-op.
Yeah, we want to make sure that the player expression for what you want to do, there's so many possibilities, and we'll talk about them later on. There's so many possibilities and so many different activities that you can engage in, and no matter what, you can teleport onto your friends and play with them any way
Okay.
possible.
Your standard experience. It's this gold meter that you're filling up next to your player level in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. You can see that little gold blip there. We also have something new called specializations. Dive into that.
What?
Yeah, so specializations.
Ooh, that's cool.
So brand new.
All right, so we have our base. Dude, that's insane. We have our base skill tree that's already insanely massive, like 10x to what we normally have, and now we have a brand new skill tree as well, which is called Gadgeted Killer or Daredevil.
Skill tree that players will have to invest in, like kind of like a remix of what badass ranks were. And when you beat the game, and
What does it say? Sorry, so bullets are scared of me. A Vault Hunter gains increased damage reduction, which is based on the fullness of their shield and health, which has higher max capacity. Damage reduction by 3 when full. Okay.
Specializations are 4 different play styles that players have to invest in, and you gain specializations points by leveling up. And this is a separate experience pool that will accumulate after you beat the campaign.
Oh,
and it's
so kind of like beat the campaign as fast as possible, so you're not wasting time grinding this out, I guess.
To another character, am I going to have to play through the game again to get those specializations again?
No, once you unlock specializations on one character,
McFlufferkin said Prestige, Paragon skills. We had something similar from BL3.
Yeah, but I like the layout, and it seems like it's more integrated, but it also seems like it's account wide.
Wide unlock. So you can play a brand new character or play a second character or third character. They will all have specializations, and when you earn XP for that character, you'll earn XP for the specializations. So that you can play with these end game abilities at the start of the game, at the end of the game, or in the middle of the game on a second or third
Brother,
character.
that's a grenade with missiles coming out of it. Does that mean every single time you throw a grenade, there's a chance for homing rockets to come out of it as well?
And as you can see in the screen
Yes,
here,
it's awesome.
It does look clean. The UI looks nice, much more understandable.
We're really trying to push the different builds. So with full spectrum arsenal, players can now have ordnance damage be benefited from gun damage. So if you're a gun damage build character and you want to specialize in grenades or heavy weapons, you would want
Wait,
to
ordnance now benefit from increased... Oh, I wish it was the opposite. I wish gun damage also transition to...
invest in brutal and survival.
Is that what it is? Ordnance damage, 50% increase to gun... Yeah, gun damage.
So that
Actually, it's not bad. Yeah, it's funny. My Amon build is going to be weird, like ordnance throw hammers build, I think, and that's going to be good for me.
Equip the full spectrum arsenal, increase your ordnance damage so that you can use all sorts of different weaponry.
It's basically like a whole new skill tree for endgame. It's pretty awesome.
Cool.
So you said if you want to play it this way, what if I want to change it up on the fly?
You can respec. We have a specialization respec machine. We do want players to kind of stick with their specializations, so there is a cost associated with it, but we do want players to kind of.
It's iridium. The cost is iridium.
Cost is iridium, but you can mix and match and play your
Makes
style
sense.
the way you want. We don't want to deter you from playing the way you want to play.
I like that.
And what can players expect from Ultimate Vault Hunter?
So it looks like there's
How do you get
finite
into
points,
that?
though, because I don't know why would you be able to reset unless there's only like so much that you can go down. I wonder... I can see them increasing that as time goes on. That's pretty cool, though. I wonder if you can only make it down one tree, because that would kind of
So after
make
you
sense.
beat the campaign, we'll have a set missions that players can kind of engage in, and then when they go through those missions, they'll be faced with different boss challenges that we curated for the testing of your build. We wanted players to be able to maximize on their damage and our survivability to take on some of the harder encounters that we've kind of designed for.
I don't know what I feel about that. So they test your build. That sounds a bit weird. So if I have like a high damage grenade build or like a really good amount of AoE, are they going to then give me a boss that's like really immune to AoE grenades or some shit? Because that's a bad sell. But if it's like, no, we see that you're damage heavy, we're going to give you a boss that like is good against your build and not a mess, you know?
This next step of ranking up your Ultimate Vault Hunter mode.
You clocking this, right? So you finish this campaign, you've got a level 50 or something, wherever you're at. Your end credits scroll. Oh, and then you get a new mission. And there's tutorials because there's a whole robust endgame system that we want to make sure you understand and can enjoy. And we'll train you as we go.
And it's not just at the first rank, too. We kind of push you to the second rank and third rank, and there's new challenges at every single rank and new replay missions for you to kind of replay through, figure out how to beat that tough encounter with the escalated numbers and health and damage, and use your build to try to escalate the Ultimate Vault Hunter ranks.
What are some of these challenges you're talking about? Like, what are players doing here?
You'll have to travel all through Kairos, fight certain bosses that we've curated for this experience. Some will be straight up DPS challenges, and some will test you with multiple mobs, multiple ads, and will hit you from every direction.
And
that's a weird one. I don't know how do you guys feel about that one? That was very strange to me because like I don't know. Like, what if there's like a thing where like I have a build that's just a glass cannon? Then like, well, guess what, bitch? You have to remake your entire build from ground zero. Go get a bunch of stuff that gives you needless tankiness, and then before you fight this boss, you have to swap out a bunch of gear. Like that doesn't sound great. I would like to be able to make a build that just works, but maybe that's not what they want. But I don't know. It feels weird. They did mention like preset loads, like you can run preset 1, run preset 2, and that makes more sense for why they may be doing this with knowing this.
Am I going to have to refarm gear?
Absolutely, absolutely not. That's one of the things that we want to make sure we take care of, which is we want to respect players' time, and we want to make sure that whenever they want to play something that they want to play, they have the gear they want to do it, and they will challenge you, but you will stick with the gear you
McFlufferkin said, hopefully, we have gear and skill loadouts.
Yeah, and that's what they've mentioned, that we have loadouts, which is good.
Play with that gear that you play with. You won't have to refarm it at every single Ultimate Vault Hunter mode.
Yeah, you don't have to refarm, but of course, if you're like me, you want that perfect drop, and you're going to go hunt for it, and you can absolutely farm as much as you want and get that. You'll find better and better drops. There are, after all, 30 billion guns in Borderlands 4. There's always a better piece of loot.
And I should point out, if you're not level 50 when you get there, you're still, let's say you're level 38 or
Most people will be in their 30s when they start, when they end the campaign. Some of you guys will grind it out and get max level. Some people will be like hardcore and somehow be in the low 30s. But yeah.
Even when you're in the end game, you're leveling up still, and you're also leveling specialization at the same time.
Yes, that's right.
So you are still losing gear, but it's just not like all your gear is reset. So they keep saying like you don't lose your gear, but you're still losing your gear. So you're level 30. Eventually you'll be like level 40, and you'll have to drop off your gun.
Fetus said 30 billion guns.
TM, yeah, trademark.
When you do finish the campaign, we'll let you start a new character at level 30. So you don't have to, if you want to just try some of the other player characters, yes. So you can start there, and yes, we got you.
That's not terrible. I think most people will just download a save file of like a character for video. I'm not sure how many people got like another 30 levels in them, essentially.
This is the ultimate break-free kind of direction and mantra that we've practiced. We want players to play the way they want to play, express themselves. So when you beat the campaign and you want to try a new character in game, hop in with a buddy. You can do so.
Do they have good gear?
Level 30 character. You'll have to re-explore the map. You can play it in sort of like a free roam mode, and you'll have to discover all the points of interest again. But you'll be able to kind of take on the whole game at a new difficulty on a new character. No breaks, no obstacles, no nothing.
And what else can we do in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode? There's other things going on there.
Yeah, Ultimate Vault Hunter mode.
Right now, I guess I'm not really getting a lot of this. Are we getting?
Gnawing Fetus said IDK if I'd like that. Usually for me, grinding up a character teaches me how they play.
Oh, I hate that. I'm like,
McFlufferkin said beat the game once. Skip it for additional characters.
Yeah. Like, I beat the game once. I'm like, I don't really need to learn all this stuff again. Like, it doesn't take me that long to learn up a character, I guess. Because most characters don't play so differently. Like, you still get the gunplay, you still get all this other stuff. You just need to get, like, to intimately understand what their skills do, usually. So I don't really have that issue. But right now, the only thing I'm getting is, okay, we beat the game, then we're put into this new thing, like new Vault Hunter mode, essentially. Sounds very similar to what it was, except instead now we have challenges and boss reworks, essentially, that seem to auto-adjust based on your build. Okay, and then you do that to grind rank to give yourself an endgame skill tree points that's going to be unique to that endgame skill tree thing. But I want more.
Not only new bosses with different traits and different attacks, we have different farming zones for players to do.
Kind of cool.
And we have replay missions that players can go and tackle at harder difficulties too. In addition, we have different activities on a weekly basis that players can go tackle.
Yeah, that's like.
Sorry. Ultimate Vault Hunter weekly wildcard. Moxie's Big Encounter Run.
Wildcard, the weekly wildcard.
Yep, let's go into that.
Weekly wildcard mission is one of the coolest things I like, because when you complete a weekly wildcard mission, you are guaranteed legendary gear, which is...
That's good if... I'm not sure. I mean, that's good. What do you mean, Randy? Do you mean like Zerg? Where like this is the legendary gear you're gonna get, this is all its substats, it's random every time, or does that mean like you fight this once and you're gonna get a piece of gear? Because like how hard is it to get legendaries already? So the only way that can make sense to me as being really good is if it's like, no, we've like preloaded or like we've randomly set like this week's legendary thing. It's like, oh no, you want to get that because it's a really good roll.
Right? Like I love that. I love knowing what I'm going for it, and then getting it because I earned it.
What else?
But that's not it. It's just one of my favorites. Grant, sorry, go ahead.
We also have the Encore machine from Moxie.
Yes.
Moxie's Encore machine basically chooses a boss that is a little bit tougher, but has a higher chance of dropping the legendary that boss's specific pool drops. So when players want to farm for a boss that has the loot that they want, they would want the Moxie's machine to kind of pick that one, and that one will be that for the week, and then you can farm that boss at basically farming.
Okay, so you basically pick the legendary you want, and you get an amplified version of getting that drop. How hard is it to get the legendaries in this game? Because the way they're making it sound, like in order for this to be valuable for you to pursue it, it's got to be hard to get legendaries. Otherwise, like, why don't you just like kill a boss 1,000 times or like whatever, like 100 times? How long does it take to kill a boss? Yeah, But maybe legendaries are really, really rare in this game.
Farm machine over and over and over, and hope that you get the special drops from it.
We also have a black market.
Oh yeah, Maurice's Black Market's back.
Gnawing Fetus said I'd prefer fixed legendary gear for low spawn rates. If they're candy like BL3, go ahead and make them random affixes, but I'd rather the first option.
I prefer fixed legendary gear, low spawn rate. I think it makes sense this way. I think it makes sense that like, yeah, it's a complete RNG nightmare hell for like all the thing, like you described, low chance, but it can be or not, maybe like 30% chance. They're not low, but not too high as well. But it's random, so like you can get something good, you can get a piece of shit. But I do like the idea of like there's a specific weekly thing where like if you end up getting the gun, it's gonna have 2 of these stats in it. The other stats could be shitty, but at least these 2 that you'll know. Oh, it's gun damage. I have a gun build. Great. Oh, it's grenade damage. I have a grenade build. Great. So it can help like tip the odds back in your favor and make you want to use this and check it out, rather than it being like, oh, it's just a slightly better chance. I mean, yeah, I like how good of a chance is it? Like I don't know. Like also, I don't know if I think people would just default to what is the easiest. And if they were used to just like going to a forum, finding out who drops what, going to that boss, killing them, and I imagine a lot of people would check this out if it's not worth it,
Will it move around? But the loot you see in your game will be different than what somebody else sees this time. So invite your friends. You want like if you get like, oh my gosh, my Maurice's Black Market has some killer shit.
That's not bad.
Get people in there. Tell people about it.
If you have friends, you succeed more.
Want your loot, and they'll make friends with you to get it.
Let's talk about endgame gear, since we're just
this is
touching on
huge
that right now.
Well, endgame will force players to want to farm for the best gears, right? So one of the new things that we're offering...
Let's say motivate.
Motivate players to farm the best gear. One of the ways
Gnawing Fetus said that will just make me want to just save mod it. If it's easy, but complete crapshoot if it's crap or good. Catman 11234 said Maurice. Does that mean no more of our favorite friend Marcus?
The Marcus is there, but Maurice is Maurice is the lizard guy who only deals in legendary gear. Well, not legendary, but it's high level gear. Marcus will buy any piece of shit. Maurice has standards, but it will make me want to just save mod it. I mean, I don't know. That's where I enjoy partially of like I like the idea. Again, to me, it's like if they can just nail the frequency of like dopamine in your head of like the right amount of legendaries dropping. Like it sounds kind of weird, but like no, that's probably too much. But I to me that's the thing. But like I don't mind that, like having to look at a legendary drop, look at it, scan it, and it's like this is a piece of shit, and then you chuck it. But I do agree somewhat with Gnawing, which is like, well. Yeah, what if it takes forever to drop, and then when it does drop, it's dog shit. Then you're like, well, what the fuck, man? Now I just lose. I lose twice. Whereas, like, if it takes a long time to drop, but then it has, like, good stats, like the stat pool, it's like, it's really weighted. Like, there's 5 stats that can drop with this. The first stat is really weighted to, like, some type of damage, like gun damage, grenade damage, whatever. The second stat is really leaned towards, like, a shield type, like health, shield, armor. And then the third one is this. And then the last 2 are just chaos. Like, that, to me, at least, is something, Like I get that would be a nice compromise.
It's a set bonus that players will utilize to kind of mix and match and increase their offense or defense or utility capabilities across their character. There's exclusive firmware and a higher...
Okay, so I don't really know what the firmware does. Gun accuracy, whatever. Gun critical hit damage, 25%, not terrible. Every critical hit grants 15 critical damage per stack and stack up to 5 times for 10 seconds. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, the 3 stack is where things get nutty. That's wild.
Modes, but firmware isn't locked to a piece of gear. You can transfer it, which we'll detail in a second. But firmware, you can mix and match.
Gnawing Fetus said I prefer to grind gear naturally, But if it's a crapshoot if the legendary is good or not, when it eventually drops, I'll save mod and be bored in a week.
Yeah.
That's on your gear. And there's bonuses from having 1 piece, 2 pieces, or 3 pieces. So if you wanted to, you could have 5 single set bonuses from 5 different piece slots on your character, or you can mix and match 3-1-1, 2-2-1.
Very similar to artifacts in gacha games, which you can have like 3-3-1, 1-1-3, all those things. Okay, so you can. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, there's a limited. I didn't see these are each individual stack, so you can have multiple of these. Dude, that's insane. You got your build. You got the guns you use, you got the class mods you use, you got the weapons you use, you got the end game class mod, and then you have a passive stat that it can have. You can have 3 different nodes that can be like critical hit stack damage or something, and then another one can be like ricochet, a random chance. So yeah, like what's this one? Hyperion gun shields have a 30% chance to rocket projectiles back at enemies. That's kind of whatever. That's kind of like whatever.
that you can mix and match to kind of promote the build that you want to play in. So in these examples you see here, we have a gun build that favors zoom speed, accuracy, and fire rate, so that players can maximize their gun builds that they want.
Not fire rate, but okay.
And then here's Deadeye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this
he's like, that's you're wrong.
By the way, go back to that screen.
Can you go back one?
Who didn't open their bonuses here, the rewards? Like
mission rewards and rewards that we deliver to you are sent directly to the player, so that you can open most of the mission rewards and rewards that we deliver to you are sent directly to the player, so that you can open them right there and there.
That's kind of neat.
And we're not
So
going
not
to
through
reveal
mail?
everything about the end
Through
game
mail.
today. There's going to be other things that you're going to discover as you're playing it.
There are surprises.
But we do have some story stuff going on. Randy, I think we need some new people.
Yes. Let's talk about, because look.
Yes.
The end game.
Yes. Okay. So this talks about that. Okay. So the end game to me, it's okay. I mean, I don't know yet. Maybe it's good. How do you guys feel about this? I don't really know. Like, I feel like they talked a lot without like being specific. Like, I wish they would showed us some thing. So like, we finished the game, we beat the big boss, we then get put to go through the campaign again. Or we go through like all of the previous instances that we just fought, but like it's reworked. If it's the second version, I like that. That sounds a lot nicer. Running through the entire campaign again sounds a little exhausting. But if it's like, no, we basically just took like the highlights of the game and we basically made it so that there's like a special strike-like experience where bosses are now different, given the encounter that you're facing, and there's certain challenges that you have to complete by doing this mission. I don't know if I love the challenges if it's like, if I have like a sniper build, and it's like, I don't know, do AoE damage or something, and like, I gotta fucking get this random weapon that does AoE just to get this challenge of like fire damage, and I don't have any fire weapon. Like, that could be where the challenges eat itself alive, but I don't know. That's also maybe why there's no cost for respecking anymore, is because you might be like, oh shit, I gotta respec to get a fire grenade or something like that. That could be it. Not terrible. I'm excited. I'm interested in it. I don't really know what the end game is besides, like, there's that. There's kind of, it's become Destiny adjacent where there's like weeklies. Like, there's like weekly boss rushes. There's like Maurice is back and stuff like that. So it's weird. It's like Borderlands is still like trying to anchor itself to be Borderlands, but it's still trying to take all of these things that's been popularized in Destiny and all these other games. So I get it. This was way more exciting to me. This knowing that like within the first couple of weeks we're gonna get all like a bunch of new legendaries. That's awesome. We're gonna get a bunch of new like bosses and gear and stuff to work through. That to me was pretty impactful. And also an invincible boss within the first Q4 of 2025. That's all like, okay. If I didn't have this section, I'd kind of be like, I don't really know what you mean, but yeah, maybe there'll be a content creator that breaks it down better that I can watch eventually. But before we get too into the weeds, I wanted to check out Amon's cosmetics, which I hope they show here. They show his cool lightning blade. I just want to see what he looks like. Amon dripped out. Then we're going to see Harlow. Yes, love his whole design is amazing. I don't know how they're going to make it better, but it's possible. Yeah, you throw these things together. Maybe they didn't show his cosmetic trailer. This is the designing Amon, so you think they would show his outfits. Isn't that his base look? I guess they don't. How cringe. He has some great ones. He has some ones that make him look Krieg-like. Well, I guess fuck us. We didn't get to see cool things. All right, back. We're going to look at Harlow. I guess. Harlow has some trailers. I actually have not watched Harlow's trailer because I was a good boy and didn't spoil myself, unlike you bastard. I know you watched the damn thing. All right, let's watch this and then this. Although I kind of already get the vibe of what she is, but this is just the... Should we watch the... Yeah, let's watch her actual trailer first. All right, let's rock. Harlow. Let's see. These all have been great, so yeah. Not actual gameplay.
Convoy M84, this is Malin 1 Orbital Command requesting sit rep.
Package is secure. 30 clicks out.
Do you require additional escort? Wouldn't hurt.
McFlufferkins said they do a different video for cosmetics. That was just the core design philosophy.
Oh, is there one for him with his outfits? Because I didn't see
Lord
that.
Blazefire, 1985, said,
yet.
Mr. Pickles, good boy.
Thank you. I don't, why am I Mr. Pickles? What the F? I do enjoy pickles, but I don't feel like I earned that title.
Time to take back what's mine.
God, she looks cool. I don't think there's a worse design for a car. Like, you couldn't see anything.
Malin 1's ecosystem is built on my tech.
There it is. That was the big lore dump that people were like, what? And she's like, yeah, so this is Molly Wan's like benefactor, essentially. Not benefactor, like the creator.
McFlufferkins said, say it with me. T-R-A-U-N-T.
Trant? Trant?
Why don't I show you something new? I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, so she's heavily into the CC. Smash enemies to the ground. I see a lot of people who are like fucking juiced to play Harlow, and I'll be honest, this is one of the few times where I'm completely disconnected. I feel I do not understand. When I look at her kit, I'm like, okay, but I don't know. Again, maybe she's the most broken character in the world, probably. Randy likes her. This is his number one character he's playing, so I could see her being like just stats wise cracked. But not interesting to me. But for anyone else who's playing Harlow, get after it. That's kind of OP. That's the fucking lightsaber thing meme. Where if you just turned off your lightsaber, turn it on immediately after it crosses through an enemy. Or crosses through another saber. Yeah, that's her like AoE thing. Not an AoE, like a shield, like a massive buff for the tame. I don't know much about you though, Harlow.
Oh, hello, beautiful.
Okay, we sent a nuke. Ooh, that's awesome. Did she design that?
Hey, sis!
Who is that? Danny?
Danny's dead. It's Ephraim.
Oh, hey, F. You kill him?
Nah, vault hunters. Bunch of thieves.
Not stealing if you made it, right?
That's not how Molly Wan sees it. We doing this?
Yeah, we're doing this.
If Borderlands has any vibe, it's like being friends and then being like, so we're killing each other? And they're like, yep. It just seems horrible. Cut to black. Yep, the fire scene.
You killed your own brother.
Oh, it's no big deal. It happens more than you think. Trons are competitive. We had to ban grenades at family events because of what's known as a funeral cascade.
You were justified. It was
McFlufferkins said, and we thought Zane had rough family relations.
Yeah.
Because of what's known.
Also, Bodhi says, tomorrow I will have some banger manwa for you. Ooh, how are you enjoying the last two I sent?
Known as a funeral cascade.
You were justified. It was honorable combat.
Oh no, Trons don't need a reason. Why do you think I ran away?
Look, family's not who you kill, it's who you kill with.
We'll workshop that.
Yeah, I heard it when I said it.
Okay, listen, this is a character I'm not playing. It's the lowest on my list of characters to play, so I'm already kind of not interested. But I will say, out of all the character trailers, hers is the weakest to me. Yeah, like I don't feel like I know a lot about her. You know, like with Vex, like you kind of get a vibe for what's happening with her. It's kind of like I don't know. I don't find I know a bunch about her besides like surface notes of like she made the tech, her family's a psycho, bunch of fucking horrible people. Yeah. I think Amon's is fire. Amon's is good. Rafa's solid. Vex is a little like a serial killer.
Annoying Fetus said, "Family isn't who you kill; it's who you kill
yes.
with."
Yes. Honestly, I've heard more unhinged things online. What do you call it?
My favorite character in Borderlands 4 is Harlow. Just the moment I saw her concept, I knew I was going to love this character and love building her. She's kind of super friendly and happy to be there and do science for you. She uses science to just blow all of the enemies out of the water.
Okay, she does look cool. I love her design.
Become automatically entangled, sharing all damage they take, dealing constant cryo damage to everything inside of it. Additionally, Harlow and her allies get overshield while they're inside of it, so it's something players can use offensively or defensively.
So what makes Harlow's Flux Generator feel particularly awesome is that sense of battlefield control, in that you get to just throw something down, dish out extra battlefield damage, but also the generator itself gives you an ability to provide some ally support.
Yeah, basically she has like a mass AoE support for herself and her allies. She has a giant nuke, and then she has like the ability to CC bubble somebody and like fuck with them essentially. Those are 3 capstones.
And this is my personal favorite.
That one looks cool. That's the only one that interests me ever.
Enemies that are
within
within the vicinity of it completely lose all their elemental resistances. So being able to just be like, I don't want to deal with it, and then also getting a buff to your own status effect application, really nice to kind of try and melt them down.
But is it interesting? Again, people who play this character fucking pop off, but like to me, I'm like, you throw out a shield and then it just sits there, and you're like, okay, I guess I just. You know, like, whereas at least with Rafa, it's like I turn into fucking blade things and I just start slashing the shit out of people, or I pull out this giant like fucking nuclear reactor Tesla coil and I shoot 10 people and it chains to other people and I can still shoot or do other things while doing it. Amon, it's like I have a shield and I have a giant whip and then I take up damage and I whip out my giant shotgun, I level you and I fucking grab my whip and I slash the shit out of a boss. Or I fucking send like heat-seeking drone daggers or hammers at you. Like there's shit where I'm like, that sounds crazy, and then for her it's like, I just feel like her kit, it has to be scaled like crazy.
Flufferkin said support mains are gonna love Harlow.
She definitely seems like she's like again, but it happens all the time. Where like again, we have a support character which I wish had more like. We're like again, just because you play a support character doesn't mean like you don't like to play a video game. You know, it doesn't mean like you don't want things to do and reasons to do them. It sucks that oftentimes support abilities are like throw out massive AoE that just does like a massive bunch of healing, and then you're like, well, just back to bog standard gameplay, and that's, you know, like at least like maybe when she throws it out, I don't know, man. Maybe she like it sends like tendrils up in the air and it fucking like grabs an enemy and roots them to the ground or some shit, like a visual feast or something. Instead, it's just like, I have a shield, I have a giant nuke. All of her action skills basically feel one and done, with the exception of the like grab somebody and like smash them as a bouncy ball.
Accelerator is her giant nuke action skill.
Yes, this one's cool.
This is her boss killer.
But it's still, and boom, everyone's dead. It's over.
That moves through the
environment, and then on cooldown for 40 seconds.
Make a giant radiation explosion. Harlow's creative burst skill tree is all about using her Chrome Accelerator to deal insane amounts of action skill damage. She has one skill, Cue Ball, that turns her Chrome Accelerator into this bouncing ball that just bounces all over the environment, entangling enemies everywhere it touches and just dealing massive damage everywhere, along with freezing enemies in its
That
path.
one's a little cool because it persists quite a bit.
Things in there that will augment them and change the way that they behave in some capacity. So like, you'll have one that makes it so that as it passes through enemies, it'll actually drag them along behind it, which is kind of
that's fun.
You can have it where you can extend its duration through causing radiation damage. It'll also allow you to buff your gun. You can get faster refunds so that you can use it more often as well.
0 point.
Harlow's Seize the Day skill tree is all about using 0 point to control the battlefield. It can do everything from making massive singularities to draw all the enemies together, to slamming enemies down and creating giant cryo.
This one's fun. This one seems like at least you can, like, you gotta use it. You gotta enjoy it, you know?
Harlow's action skill 0 point is where she can bubble an enemy up into the air. She can slam them into exploding barrels.
Yeah, no, she's an amazing buffer. I'm not
Lone Syndicate said, I mean GRINN. In some case, that is the case. Some people who play support in games just want to do that. They just want to heal, buff, and sis. There, I call them the 9 to 5 support.
Yeah, well, no, again, I don't. It's not like I'm trying to like. How am I saying this? How should I say this proper? Like to me, I think that's totally reasonable that you want to just have like again. I think like Gage, the Necromancer, was like their best attempt at being like, here's just a character where like you can summon your Digistruct thing. When you shoot your gun, you can miss and it'll just ricochet and hit your enemy still. You can slag everything, and hey, so long as you just unbind the reload button, you're basically gonna be fine, right? So it just works. But like at least Gage, you like summoned a fucking giant death monster that like ran after people and like ran them down. Or like you'd shoot anywhere and you just see like your bullets dinging off of everybody. So there was still like a visual feast. There was something like I'm totally fine with someone who just wants to be like something that just plays itself, or like not plays itself, but like you just do it and it just does its thing. But I also think that like I think even those people want to like see something. Like I guess that's the thing I want. Like sure, like let's say that you put out this hollow dome and then it just gives you a massive buff. Great, it's easy, you just do that. But I wish there was something for people who are like, oh, I would like to play every Vault Hunter. Is there any way that I can make that better by doing a thing? Like, oh, maybe if you just get like a ton of headshot critical hits, it releases like a pulse nova every couple seconds. So if you don't want that, you don't have to have that. But if you wanted to kind of like optimally play better, then that's something you could do. You throw this giant thing out, enemies are coming at you, you get an SMG with a high bunch of fire rate ×3, you unload on someone's head, get a bunch of crits, massively pulsates with 3 novas, you're like, holy shit, this is awesome, you know? Whereas like to me, it's just shitty that like the support characters always feel like they don't have that. It's just like, here's my easy ability. And it's totally fine that that's the case. Like, I don't want to take that away from people, but I would like there to be something else that you could do that makes you feel more proficient, or more like worthwhile, I guess. Go!
Really focuses in on her stasis. Augments that you can expect to find in here.
Gnawing Fetus said there are some skills like that in one of her
trees.
trees.
Is? Okay, so maybe that I just haven't seen all the
like
kit.
Ricochet shots off to other enemies that aren't in stasis. You can store damage, and whenever it's ready, it'll pop off a cryo explosion, things like that. You can also have it use healing.
Lone Syndicate said, I have a friend, she plays games, she plays support. When we play together, she doesn't fight whatsoever. All she does is make sure I'm alive.
That's awesome. That's very cute. That's very wholesome. Yeah, by the way, I'm not trying to say that Harlow is weak. Like, I don't misunderstand that. I think Harlow is going to be one of the strongest characters in the game, if I'm honest. My issue is that, like, I'm just being selfish. I'm like, what version of her makes me excited to want to play her? And a lot of the things I haven't seen that version yet, not compared to like the other three. At least the other three, I'm like, oh my god, like Vex, I can summon fucking two copies of her. They're like roaming scythe wielding psychopaths. I can summon a person that has her shield and gun that can shoot everything. Holy fuck, you know, I'm playing Rafa, I can play like this melee berserker. I can play like this gun Tedior fucking menace. I'm playing Amon, I can fucking summon forth axes, shields, whatever, and wreck everybody. Like, to me, it's just high on the list. So I'm trying to find that thing of like, oh, but this could be it for Rafa, or this could be it for her that makes me want to play her. But I don't see a lot of that yet.
When you're playing with friends, keeping them up.
Maybe there's a particular build or path which I'm like, oh,
cool about it,
you know,
is
I haven't found it
when
yet.
you kill an enemy.
This one's cool though. I like that one.
Bounce around to other enemies in the area. This does make it so that the duration on each of those bounces is a little bit shorter, but it's still really cool to see it bounce around and like capture enemies and keep that effect going.
I feel like
so that's better visual
feature. Player character, there's always something we have to leave behind that sticks with me and I want to bring into future games. In Borderlands 3, I had to design an Amara skill to where she runs up, puts an enemy in phase grasp, and then kicks them into other enemies. We couldn't really do that in Borderlands 3, but with Borderlands 4, we get to
Gnawing
do that with
Fetus
Harlow,
said she doesn't look fun for you. Nuff said, for me, going into the weeds for big dick numbers is fun.
No, for sure. Yeah. Again, that's why I keep trying to pull it back to like, it's not that she's not like going to be powerful. It's not that any of these things. It's just to me, when I look at her, I'm like, she seems like the kind of classic support that I've seen in Borderlands, which is like, except better, like a better overall damage numbers, all that stuff seems good. But to me, I'm like, I wish they would have done the thing. Like, it's the same thing when how I feel when I see often tanks, like a tank character in a video game. And it's funny because like Amon has that. Amon has like, like in past Borderlands, it's like a shield where like you hold up a shield and it's like, hey, yeah, you know, you absorb damage, but like sometimes when you absorb damage, you get like stacks of a gun damage buff or something like that. But oftentimes it's just that's it. Like a tank is literally just made to do damage in a game where like damage is everything. But for Amon, they were like, no. You have an ice shield that like the more damage you take, by the way, you can still unload with your gun on your right hand. You build up like this like ice whip damage, so that it's all about like taking in damage while also dealing damage, but then also dealing heavy strings of AOE damage as well. And it's all cryo, so it's all doing CC, so it's helping your team and stuff like that. So to me, like that's a really good example of like taking a support class or taking a tank class, and being like, how can we make that much more like proactive and fun? So if you want to have it easy, yeah, just hold up the shield, you're good. You shoot. That's it. But if you wanted to do a little more, you can min-max and constantly make sure you're building up enough whip damage to expend the whips, hold up your shield again, go right back to business, and then keep building up that whip and keep cycling. So it's like, it's fun for my brain to think about like, oh, if I did this and then I did this and I did this. Maybe I'm not the player that's like, like Lone's saying, there's players that just want to have a vibe and chill. Totally fair. But I wish there was also like, you had both and you could choose to only take one. Does that make sense?
She can pick up enemies and start flinging them into other enemies. I love that she has this giant disco ball of doom that she can send out into a battlefield and just nuke everything. I love that she has the flux generator that she can throw on the ground and either help her allies or debuff all the enemies. And I love her skill where she can bubble enemies into the air and then start slamming them into other enemies. That's something I've always wanted to make a character do in the Borderlands universe, and I finally get to.
That's wholesome. Again, she looks like a powerhouse. Everything's dying like one shot, so crazy. I think we're good. I think I probably will put a backseat to this, but dude, oh my god, I've seen some of the Outer Worlds gameplay and shit, and I was fucking losing it, dude. It looks so good. I'm so excited.
Gnawing Fetus said tanks are only fun with aggro mechanics. Most games that try to slapdash tanks into their games forget that. Usually damage equals aggro.
Yeah. Like sometimes to me, there's like other versions of tank that they do unique things. Like for instance, one of the ones I always appreciate, I think about Dragon Age or one of the games I played, where like a tank, you like hold up your shield, you'd start basically building up like armor on your health bar, which is just like over health essentially. So it was like, okay, block, take up damage, soak up a bunch of damage, build a giant armor shield so that you just have like another health bar essentially. And then when you drop your shield, you can just start fucking bashing through attacks and just keep smashing a person because you have so much over healing that you're not going to like weaken your health. So it's like a metric of like, okay, you're going to block so that then you have the infinite opening to just bomb down and hit somebody without having to worry about your own health losing. So like it was an interesting way of like how people can like make tanks feel better to play. Like the idea of like blocking just being a solution for you to eventually just go off on somebody and like unload. And eventually there were skills that like increase your attack speed the more armor you had. So it would be about like, okay, the more damage I can take and do that. The only thing that's missing from is like self-damage. Like if I could just like throw a Molotov cocktail at the ground, hold up my shield, build up a bunch of charges, and then run into combat, so you're not just like, please, ad, just hit me. And they're like, oh. And you're like, fucking shit. I need you to do that 7 more times.
Said yeah, but defensive CDs are only useful if the boss is smacking you. A tank that doesn't have aggro is a worthless tank.
Yes, well, I see. I know what you mean as far as like the team-based stuff, but my hope is that also a tank could be played without needing or without having a team and such like that. What is this? Beyond the Borderlands, designing Harlow. I think we're good for Harlow right now because we've just spent such a long time on Borderlands, and I wanted to look at some memes today. I also wanted to try to squeeze in some Withering Waves. So yes, but let's rip at the bottom. Let's throw on some. Why do you guys look at my comically small, entirely small water? All right, some would say it's too small. Okay, I'll turn this down a little bit. All right, why? I was doing it on my hand. Grin with his red explosive bear. Actually, it's kind of hilarious that it is like that. Yeah, weird that it is that way, but yes. All right, what is this? Also, is that too loud? Yes, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm blasting you guys. There we go. Sorry. I thought it was quite loud. What is this? So we're doing memes, by the way. Shout out to extremely what? Oh no! Why did that die? What? It was the quality so bad? Was that what it was? Shout out to the extremely powerful women. Gotta be one of my favorite genres. I don't know how I feel that Kat posted this. Kat is refusing me to see this. But I don't know how I feel like Kat is posting this, because I don't know if Kat is, in my opinion, I thought Kat was like, nah, I like delicate, small, wholesome, cute, and not like, I don't know why it's fighting me. Is it a GIF? Why is it not loaded? Anyways, yes, hell yes, dude. Holy shit. The character from My Hero Academia, the weird, I can't think of her name. Also, can I full screen this? F11? Nope. Sure can. Anyways, the bunny girl from My
Lone
Hero.
Syndicate said cat
Crazy.
name ever women in this photo.
Crazy.
Gnawing Fetus said, gotta be one of my favorite genders, not genres.
Is it genres?
Volpe
Genres?
said
Sorry,
smash.
genres. I see. Favorite gender. Oh, weird. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, this one I feel like is sus. This one's not so good. This one, she is a dragon, but she's also into a particular character that is very young. Anyways, but this character totally fits the bill. Hell yes. I actually don't know who this one is. Rias fits the bill too. I wouldn't say really. I guess powerful is defined by like OP, but not like her. She is what I'm thinking of. She's like big, fucking buff, fucking fucking 5 foot, no, 8 foot something, just gigantic, etc. This one also fits the category. But then there's these other characters which are like, I have death magic, but they look like a tiny dwarf, and you're like, all right, well. The cop watching me flip 17 times after pit maneuvering me. What? The cop watching me flip 17
Lone Syndicate said top right is Bellalica from Black Lagoon.
Oh, is that what that one is? I haven't watched Black Lagoon. I hear a lot of good things, though. So it's the cop, like, pit maneuver you and basically, like, kill you. And she's like, holy shit. Also, what is this? Horse agnostic? Not sure about it. Horse believer. They, in fact, are real. Horse... What? Sex? Yuck. Not real. Horse denier. I feel like this one has come into popularity, unfortunately, with a certain game. But speaking of the game, what is this? News. 43 broken bones. Keanu Reeves reveals the hardship that comes in training Gold Ship. What is Gold Ship? Is Gold Ship a person? What is this also? This is a fake shirt, of course, but damn. You got, what do you call it, Gatorade Zero, and then her. Dude, I've only seen, like, gifs of her, like, drop kicking the screen or whatever. But,
Lone
yes.
Syndicate said also, I did upload a good bit, also put some flavor text with each reel, so I can remember which ones we watch for future reference, no matter what order we go in.
Perfect. Hell yeah, Lone. I can't wait to check out some of those. But I was going to say...
Catman 11234 said you can have powerful women that are small and wholesome and cute. Megaman, for example.
I don't know about that. Megami from Konosuba, I don't know if I agree. Because she's I don't know if she's defined as powerful. She's basically a nuclear weapon that, like, just kills itself, basically, after it's done exploding. And also, she can just hurt herself if she explodes, you know? If she could keep her, like, stand up and stay, but I think her, like, the whole point of the spell is that it like goes through all of your mana. So, like, I don't know if she can ever not be fully depleted. Maybe she needs to get like a summon a little guy, like a bear or something, to keep her, like, hold her when she's passed out. That would make her pretty powerful. But otherwise, she's just kind of like a glass cannon, but not even a glass cannon, because she just dies after, like, 1 second interval. So if you just ran away, she missed, she's dead. You know, now, and maybe the whole point of the spell is that you fucking can't really miss, but still, she's a bit like, yes, no, not a bit. I think she is in canon like 14, 15. What is this? I don't know who needs to see this, but that's not a polar bear. What am I thinking of? What the fuck? What? No, I'm not. I'm not a white polar bear. No, what? Panda. There we go. Panda man, going through it. This is me after I've sat in a chair for like 8 hours, and I'm like, my lower back is just killing me. So I'm trying to do all this other stuff. Nothing helps. You're kind of just sitting there real tight the whole day. I try to do like downward facing dog and shit in my room, and it doesn't happen. It still doesn't work out. Also, any of you guys see the Outer Worlds teasers? I didn't try to watch like the entire intro, because it's literally the entire intro of the game is online right now. And I don't want to see any spoilers for Outer Worlds, like too much spoilers. But man, I know it's not a polar bear. I know polar bear is polar bear is like the apex predator of everything. But I couldn't think of what a panda. Also, what does it say? I don't know who needs this, but it's just a nice panda doing his yoga moves. What is this? Professor X, I need more pixels. Professor X says, asks a girl, what is your mutation power? Girl replies, I can guess how many pulls to turn a ceiling fan off of on first try. Why does it not let me look at these. First try, she points up and says 3 pulls. Professor X stands up and pulls 3 times. After a third pull, the fan turns off. Professor X, yeah, that's cool and all. Yeah, that's cool and all, but not really a superpower. Girl, yeah, I was just kidding. I can heal paraplegics. Oh my god! I wasn't this is active listening, and I was not doing any of it. Jesus, man. Okay, yeah, I can heal paraplegics. Professor X still standing. Oh my god. Change your name to Jeff. Why? Broke bad jokes. I see. But that was great. I can't believe I didn't put 2 and 2 together at all. That's such a dopamine hit after the fact, because you're like, I got. I got. Good meme, Fluff. That's how mate was this. People are using Gary's mod to circumnavigate the UK censorship laws. Come close to the camera, open your mouth, estimate your age. Is this? I mean, that's good at least. That's something, you know. I feel bad for our European brothers and sisters who are out there. Dude, I don't even know. I mean, I feel like most people who are making these rules about, like, protect the children were also the same people who were, like, they seen porn at, like, age 8 or something horrible, and they turned out not the worst. So it's just a weird vibe to me always, where it's just like, dude, I know you. Like, why are you being so prudish now when we did the horrible shit? When we went into the forest and found nudie mags? What are you doing? Like, what is happening? Anyway. Also, this one, I've seen this one because this is the part of the thumbnail. Ray. I guess that's a Evangelion character. Ray
Mysterio. Said it's all
Mysterio.
for data harvesting. Skeptical
That's
smiley
yeah,
face.
probably. I'm not big into the conspiracy theory thing, but that sounds not even conspiracy. That sounds real. It's always like it's a compliance exercise type shit that's in the guise of like save the children type thing. What is all this? I asked ChatGPT. I asked Grok. Yeah, well, I asked Gumbella, and her tattle log says you're a bitch. What does that mean? What is that? I don't. Okay. What does it mean? I asked ChatGPT. Dude, I do this all the time. I you know what's fucked up though? Maybe it's like a psychological thing, but despite me, like, I'll ask ChatGPT something, and then I'll go and like verify with Gemini and go back and do the same thing. But I don't have the heart to tell them that, like, hey, by the way, they said this and that was a contradictive to what you said, because then I feel like I'm being confrontational. You know what I mean? And yeah, also, I don't know, man. I still haven't convinced myself to buy ChatGPT despite me using it all the fucking time. I did the math. It's like $2,400 a year, which sounds steep, but I use that motherfucker a lot, you know? I don't know if you're getting enough out of it, though. I wonder if there's like a sale. Probably not. Probably not. But anyways, back to the meme. Also, damn. Jesus Christ. That lady is built like a even crazier Susan Snow. This Galactus cosplay is hashtag SDCCs. Yeah, the Galactus cosplay is what we were all drawn to. That is exactly what we in fact seen.
Gnawing Fetus said that isn't confrontational grin, that's slapping a hallucination out of an AI.
What do you mean slapping a hallucination? What do you mean? Well, it's not that they're far off. It's just like usually when you're like, hey, what is the best... if I given these circumstances, what is the best like outcome of this thing? You know, maybe you're like, I'm trying to make this food. What is the best type of this sauce that I can make that's sweet or whatever? And they usually have to give me like, give me a top 10. And they'll give me like a bunch of them, top 10. But like usually both of them are like, sometimes the right one is like number 1. The other one right is like number 7. and it's one of those things where like, do I come to it and say like, well, actually, you were kind of wrong. But yes, people who cosplay are built like freaks. Also, is that could also be fake. I should also acknowledge that, but it doesn't look fake. Anyways, all right, what is this? You can hear this picture. Sega, yeah, that. Oh, darn you, Grin. It's not coding nonsense. It's a string of items.
Lone
activated
Syndicate said this is Cad with his short queen.
For risk of rain. See, this is the shit, man. I don't know. Also, she is at dick height. Anyways, what do you call it? I was about to say, I don't know if this is a small lady. Because, like, I know there's perspective here, and he's farther back, but I think that's like a 5'8" lady, maybe? 5'7"? That's still a tall lady. What is this? This horse game? I think we're actually caught up. Why are you so quiet? What's on your mind? Is it the horse game soundtrack? I bet it is. It won't play because my computer's fighting me today. I don't know why, actually. It's being annoying. Those clank. Yeah, people out here practicing bad habits. Okay, there's a whole thing right now where people keep using the term clanker, all right? And I heard a bit of advice a long time ago, which is basically like, hey, man, like, even if you're like, some people basically, like I knew some people in high school who, would sometimes use the soft A on listening to certain rap songs in the presence of other black friends, so they were chill with it. Doesn't mean it's okay or whatever. Who knows? I don't care. But the advice that I was always given, which is, hey, don't practice bad habits. like if you start to do this automatically, your dumbass brain may do this automatically in a situation that's bad. So I ain't playing this clanker game. Okay, that's the only time I'll say it. I'm done. Also, AI, I fuck with you. I think you're a good dude or lady or whatever you want to be. I enjoy the AI vibe. Oh, it says text to it. Canadians and Japanese have created a guide for how to live in your country. Pixels whom, I right? The Japanese person living in Canada has created a handy living in Canada FAQ. Well, I can't see shit. Is it okay if you can speak English? Absolutely not. You better learn native language English. Is it okay if you can't speak English? In Canada? Yeah, most people don't speak shit. Most people speak a fucking mixture of English or French nonsense. Yeah, maybe you can speak other language. Listen, I would gladly take Japanese over French people being just dickheads. Okay. Anyway, sorry French people, you're probably great. I don't know, but most of my encounters with you have been really not great. Anyways, but yes. Wait, is God Cat? Is this the same person? I think it's our cat. Is it a different cat? No. That's way too short. Is that our cat or is that? It's gotta be our cat. What are the odds?
Said, my PC is fighting me. Meanwhile, Discord begging for you to update Windows.
Is that what I'm lost? Is that what it is? Your version of Windows is out of date. I don't have an update on queue though. Usually it tells me. Yeah, I'm updated. Discord I think is fucking up. Well, Discord has not updated in a long time, so I don't know. I also have Windows 11, so I don't know what's happening. I've seen that message forever. Now that you pointed it out, yeah. That's way too short. Below the waist line would be insane. Below the waistline would be insane. that'd be crazy. Okay. It is okay. It is. Yeah. We are one. I wish someone got in there ahead of it and just stopped it, like quickly commented something. Anyways, all right, we might have to start skipping some of them. Ew, yuck. What is this? Did we watch this already? Today you wake up full of energy. Stop it! Don't you fucking Instagram me. I am never thrifting again, gang. She neon on my gen. Still I am Regalian. Oh, that's so fucking good, dude. Oh my god, you should absolutely thrift again. That's fucking amazing, dude. Oh my god, I gotta use the washroom. Oh Jesus, that's crazy.
Catman 11234 said it's not Instagram, you fake fan eyes, it's a message you see from Oblivion when you level up to 14.
Lone Syndicate said get me 2 of those shirt.
Am I a fake fan? Is that an Oblivion quote you said? Also, yeah, the shirts are fire. Give me 2 of those shirts. Get me one too. That is a pretty good shirt. I think that's just like wordy enough that no one who's like passing you by will read it. You know what I mean? Extremely loud, incorrect buzzer. Oh, my chest. Oh. Oh, so yeah, I railed my head. You should know at this point, it's too much text for me to be. Oh, I just say Oblivion, level 14. Is this something we should look at from Risco for community Reddit? Okay. Oh, this is the Risk of Rain stuff. Neat. I guess I could open it, but yeah, we're seeing a lot of cat stuff, so I want to make sure I spread the love around. What is this? I think we've seen this. Yes. All right. Are we still? Oh, we're in the memes tab. Shit, we're not in the share or Grin tab. Well, fuck me, I guess. Grin React. There we go. To the bottom of the tab we go. Brah. Okay.
Is that a yes or a no?
What is this?
Can you please use real comms instead of asking if we have comms and saying I am Groot the entire fucking game? Thank you.
What an amazing start to a
Catman
clip.
11,234 said it's actually a wholesome message about waking up and the day being what you make of it.
Oh!
I figured it fit your facial expression and state of being XD.
Thanks, man. I was depressed in that image, but yes. Thanks. But yes, I should have read it more. I can't help it whenever I see like well, first of all, when I see myself, I think yuck. I think get out of here. It's like when you hear your own voice, you're like I can't handle it. Same thing. But then when you see text beside it, I immediately associate like in a sunrise. I immediately associate with Instagram garbage, and I can't, So I'm already on red alert.
Thank you.
I am Groot.
I just think it's kind of annoying. I just think it's a little annoying. Because, like, you've said that,
I am Groot.
He's literally just Groot. I don't know what you're talking about.
I love it. I love it so much when people just start remembering, like, you know what? I'm on this guy's fucking side. Fuck you. How about that? I love people, man.
I'm about to Groot.
Is that a yes or a no? Can you please use real comms?
Oh, I wish we heard what the fuck that was said or replied to. Man, dude, it is insane. Marvel Rivals is like content
Lord
farming like
Blazefire
crazy.
in 1985 said, "Hey, Grin, I am
Groot. I am not Groot. All right, Groot is too wholesome, sweet boy. I could never be. All right, even though I wanted to be, I would want to be, probably, maybe. I don't know. He sees like an immortal god, essentially. Scroll up. Do we get this one? Was this Tide? I am Groot. Boom. Me after taking a small sip of Sue Storm's fantasy milk.
I don't want to hear it, Jarvis. That tastes like coconut. Metal. Oh, wow, yeah!
Also, what? I don't. She's not a wizard, right? She's just a girl with like, yeah. Oh, is it like? Oh, I see. It's a degenerate. It's a degenerate post. I gotcha. I didn't click in what Sue. What is she? Why? I thought it's like she energy, but no. It's yes. Anyway, what says Kat to this clip? Realizing your friend is cooked.
Bathroom's free. Thank God. Oh my God! What did you eat for the shit smell to be that bad? I mean, all I did was pee.
Man, as a person who maybe possibly has been told, listen, man, I drink a ton of water, and it's not like disgustingly yellow, but man, I feel like whatever I eat, it comes out smell like if I drink coffee, dude, and it's not my fault. All right, I don't know how to stop it from happening. Okay. Maybe like we were descendant of wolves or something, and you mark your territory with like a I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. What is this? Pause. I still haven't made an account. I don't know if I'm going to spite myself to not make one of this.
Lone Syndicate said that's when I hear my own voice like before. Hi, I never truly heard what I sound like. Then I remember I did a presentation where I had to record my voice and it was shown to the class and sound bad.
But that's the thing, guys. Your voice doesn't sound bad at all. you're insane. Like it's one of those things that like I have never met a single person who has ever enjoyed the sound of their own voice at all. I've met even fewer people who, well, actually, I see people who enjoy the visual feast that they are, you know, that stuff. But like Kat, for instance, me and Kat recorded this thing a little bit ago for like the video he was working on. I don't know if he's still working on it. If you're not working on it, Kat, or if you're putting it on the back burner, totally okay. It's like a giga crazy video. But I digress. When we were recording that, Kat messaged me beforehand or after the fact. It was like, "Hey, what a mess! Like I hated my voice, man. You did great, but man, my voice is terrible." And I'm like, "It's the craziest part is that like Kat sounds great. Like Kat sounds really great. Fluff also sounds really, really great. Like it's insane that people have like such a distortion to their own voice. I'm not sure it's like built into our brain." But I promise you guys, you don't sound bad at all. At all.
Lone Syndicate said make sure to read the flavor text to provide context or jokes.
Gotcha. All little bro saw was someone picking on his sister, and he was running to swing into action in a maybe not so friendly neighborhood Spidey kind of way. Got it. We're about to see some superhero person shit. When your sister tells you not to wear anything stupid. That is so good. That's not stupid. That's the cleanest. That's clean as hell, man. I'd be fucking hyped. That looks so good.
As a brother who understands where this man is coming from, your first mistake was trying to tell him what to do. Just because you all share a spawn point doesn't mean you can tell him what to wear. Now he has to assert his authority. To be honest, I don't see what the big deal is. He came in a suit. It's just a little bit more extravagant than
Lone
everybody
Syndicate
else.
said that is for a different real grin.
Oh, did I click the bottom one? What is this one associated with? Did I click the bottom one? Oh, I clicked the top one, didn't I? I clicked the... God damn it. I see. So that one was associated with this one. Sorry. This one. I don't see the problem here. Yeah, sorry. Okay, that's what you said. That makes more sense. I'll do it right now. Next time. But yeah, I was about to say, this is weird, man.
Gnawing Fetus
It's content
said
farming.
because there's a dissonance between how we hear ourselves through our own skull, affecting how it sounds, and how it sounds when it doesn't go through our skull as a recording.
Ooh, that makes sense. That's a really good logical answer. Yeah. That makes sense. I was going to say, for this one, though, I don't know why. I feel like this is content farming, man. Like, this is clearly a joke between, like, that and that, you know? And then this dude's like, I don't see the problem. I'm like, I don't think they did either. Like, I don't, like, it's weird. Like, dude, I've noticed this so often where, like, people will take, like, a popular clip that's popping off online, and then they'll, like, inject an angle that's so not the video angle. But yeah, that was a great clip for the Spider-Man one. That was huge. What was this one? This one was the, what do you call it? The sister one. A little bro saw someone picking on his sister and fucking ran to the rescue. Let's rock. Oh.
It's okay. He's not hurting Sissy.
I'm gonna fucking ruin that guy's life. Okay.
No, you're not gonna
She said, I'm going to hurt him or I'm not going to hurt him.
hurt him.
Yeah, Lil Man got that black symbiote suit on under that costume. The way he smiled into that camera, I wouldn't doubt any of his intentions. He's about to put the pose on that little boy playing with his sister like he's the one who unalived Uncle Ben.
That's pretty fine.
Power comes great responsibility, and I fear that little boy messing with his sister is about to learn that the hard way.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Little man was growing up right. But at the same time, man, this is the other thing that's kind of also true. Sometimes people don't want to be saved. You know what I mean? Sometimes people want, you know, that's the thing. I don't know about that. In my experience in life, if the more people deprive themselves of something, the more they want it. So the more that like people tell, like, oh, you shouldn't be with the person that's teasing you or something like that.
Catman 11,234 said, dying a grin, saying, "These are just content farming." Then the exact next video, the guy appears again.
Yeah, he does, which is kind of, yeah, there's a system here, which is fine. But to me, it's, like, this one makes sense. His input kind of made sense, where it's like, hey, let me talk about how his kid's going and getting after it. Where the other one, it's like, I don't think the other one, like, the Batman angle was, like, I don't think the sister was actually upset about him coming to the fucking thing. That'd be crazy. If you were upset at Batman coming to your goddamn thing, you're insane. You got protection, it's great. Anyways, this. I missed the one in the middle. Lol, just a good funny meme. Let's see. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Men will be men. Good man. Good man. Yeah. Funny thing is, I don't think this kid's a pervert. I think this kid's just like being a goober. You know what I mean? The kids will do this shit all the time, dude. You have no idea how like unhinged children can be, dude. I don't even want to say it, but like, I have nieces, and they're like, yeah. They're like, guess what? I've decided to just throw all my clothes and run through the house. And you're like, what the F? Like, Jesus, you know? Kids don't think that way.
Hey, yo, you can't blame Lil Man for trying. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and Lil Man put that one up from half court like he was Steph Curry. Yes, he break, but all that matters is the attempt. You'll get them next time.
Dude, the memes are always so good. Like, this is why, like, I don't know. There's a certain style of like react memes, which is like this, which I get after it. People are making the money and doing whatever. I just like memes. Like, this is my best thing. Is seeing the reactions to everybody. He just holds so much character. Like this guy being like, nah, my man. It's so good. He's a legend, little bro. Wink. Fucking yeah, all that. Wholesome, cute. Should we keep on with loan? Let's do 2 more loans from the top. Should we do top? I kind of want to pin this, just because I don't want to lose out on some of the ones we've watched. Let's do 1 more, and then we're gonna play some Withering Waves. Bro had every outcome calculated. Oh shit! This. What is this?
Andrew, you have 7 girls in your room and 2 of them are sitting on your bed right now. You're straight. Why aren't you doing anything?
I've gone for her multiple times and it didn't work. I'm too close to you. She's insane. She scares me. She's too smart.
Andrew was like,
Andrew is a king. All right.
Quite glad you asked, Samantha. Bro thought of all possible outcomes like he was Doctor Strange with the Time Stone fighting Thanos. The more you know your enemy, the more you fear him. George Patton said that, and I'm pretty sure he came up with that quote after being rejected by all the females in his friend group.
Also, why is this lady... who's asking? Like, why aren't you fucking all these... We don't know what they look like, also. Andrew could be like, listen, I have standards.
Lone Syndicate said again, I'll remember which ones you watch, that's why I put the flavor
okay,
text.
Gotcha. Perfect. I can also just do one of these. That's probably easier, actually, if I just do this. Boop. There. The eyes say I've seen it. I didn't really catch what he said.
Andrew, you have 7 girls in your room and 2 of them are sitting on your bed right now. You're straight. Why aren't you doing anything?
I've gone for her.
I've gone for her multiple times is insane. That, like, don't say that. You shouldn't say that at all.
Multiple times and it didn't work. I'm too close to you.
That's crazy that he's like, hey, lady, I'm too close to you. You just got a fucking childhood friend. Okay? Boom. Friend, motherfucking zone. That guy's a king. That guy's fighting for all of us, okay? Jesus Christ.
She scares me. She's too smart.
She's too smart. This kid's got, okay, at some point, the kid's got too low self-esteem. You can't be like, you can't go on someone because she's too smart. That's insane. Anyways, very wholesome. I like that one. That was great, actually. But ladies and gentlemen, fast as hell. Boom. We're in it now. We're gaming. Nope. Goddamn you. Nope. Where is the thing? This. Boop. All right. We're going to indulge in a little bit of Z's story. ZZ's story. Because I, in fact, did the thing. By the way, gang, I kind of didn't fuck with the ending. The quest line with Furloba, kind of thought it was shit. I'm sorry. I thought it wasn't great. The weird, like, puppet lady, well, first of all, she kind of is dead or something. I mean, yeah. Sorry for the slight spoiler. It was, I don't feel like I'm hurting you.
Lone Syndicate said, did you finish the Frawl of a Story GRINN?
I got to this point. I beat the boss. We're going to go do the epilogue, which is going to take us into a new area, hopefully. Which, by the way, there's a new artifact set. You don't get access to the new artifact set until you get to the next area, which is bullshit. Usually let you see it so that you know it exists, but you don't even let you do that right now, which is shitty. But yes, I did do the quest line. I didn't like it very much. I don't feel like I understood her really. Like, I understood that she went through something traumatic, but like all of her actions felt like very like unhuman. Maybe it's because she was supposed to be like a person out of time. Maybe that was the angle, I guess. But it was very, left a little bit to be desired for me. But hopefully now we're gonna see this lady pop off. Look at her. God, her hair is crazy. It's insane. Is it because she's ready to rip? Yeah, dude. I guess when you have... Oh, that's so fucking sick. So I guess when we have, like, this stuff. Yeah, she's normal. Gotcha. So when you build up charges, she becomes all glowy. Also, dude, the physics are a little wildin'. Yeah, that's a little much. Anyways, not
Lone
enough.
Syndicate said this is the part where I come and explain everything. Should I do that now or later?
This is the part when you watch. But yes, go ahead. Fire off. Fire off. I've heard the Augustus girl story. Yes, I've heard that say. That's why I wanted to do it on stream. That's probably why I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna go balls. I'm wilding. But anyways, we're gonna go in depth with this other character. Where is she, by the way? Is it? I had a button here pressed. That is is it this guy? Is it this? No, that's that. Is it this? No, it's this. Is it this? That's that. Okay. Is it this? It is. That's the event one. Take me to the free ship. Take me to the promised land. Is it this? No. Is it this? Yes.
Catman 11234 said, imagine you're chilling on your bed and your wife walks in glowing like that cause she has all charges and stacks and ult.
Hell yeah, man. Man, I mean, weird. There's a lot of instances where you could like fuck up all your perception of humanity, and that is definitely one of them. Also, I need to get some stuff, but it should be fine. I need to get her flowers from the shop so we can level her up just a little bit more. But I need to get access to this new area more like immediately because of things. What's the things? Me? The artifacts. The artifact grind is real. Also, I heard someone scream at me. Okay. Is this right, Lone? There he is. Abby.
Muggy day. Sky's gloomy. Air's all wet.
It's all wet? Humid air?
Oh, man. At least let me finish my sentence. Ugh. Ugh. Cold.
Dude. Dude, how the absolute fuck are you supposed to enjoy your meal? This chair is huge. And also, it's so far away. This also would impede you from getting close to it. Anyway, a hot meal should should warm you up or something, right? What's F? Do I have F? I do. It's that one.
All right. I'm famished. We barely had a bite sprinting all the way here from Raguna.
Ooh, spaghetti. Pasta.
Whoa! Pinch me! This is a feast and a half!
This stream has been whiplash, by the way. We started looking at Borderlands, we watched memes, and now we're watching furry animals
Bring enough
talk.
money, right? I mean, we kind of rushed out without grabbing anything.
Oh, that? Don't worry. Money's not an issue.
What? We're rich?
Augusta made sure we're covered.
Oh!
All our food and lodging here in Septimont is billed straight to the F-Force Palace.
Since when? Are we doing the right thing, Lone? The prelude quest?
I think the owner might have overdone it a little.
Lone Syndicate said so Froliver was part of a village tragedy, struck everyone beside Froliver died, and she tried to move on from the trauma and continue life. She ended up perusing her music career, then meet Rover.
I absorbed all that. I knew the whole story of it all. I just felt like to me, Lone, I didn't, like none of her, like again, it's like, they deal with this thing where like she basically has like immortality and she watched the fall of man. Like that's the whole premise of like, she's seen that she was at the very beginning of when the whole world went to shit apparently. But to me, like it makes it so like, oh, she's immortal, so she's like kind of like trapped out of time, so her speech is weird and her actions are kind of a mystery. But because of that, it just made me not be able to understand her or connect with her. Does that make sense? So like for me, that's where I felt like it was a little bit of a letdown. Is like I was hoping that there'd be something where like, oh, I get it, where I kind of came out of it being like, she's kind of weird. Like it's like trying to connect with like a pigeon. Like I don't know what you're feeling or why you're feeling that way, you know?
And you
I mean, that was just me. Like I people seemed to like it, but I was surprised because I was like, I didn't really fuck with this.
No leftovers.
It felt very similar to Camellia. Like, you know how Camellia felt very like off, essentially. Like, like I don't know. I don't think, maybe I just don't like when this game does like deep or like trauma
Lone Syndicate
characters.
said R in that case, never mind.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I didn't rush through it. If that's what you were asking. Yeah. I did absorb. Ooh, that pancake looks dense as hell. Where's the burger?
Free
No
stay,
pancakes.
Free meal? Or Zephyr really knows how to treat guests.
So Augustus is kind of like a
Maybe we should, you know,
sugar mama
wait around a
type
bit
vibe.
longer.
Sugar mama Augustus. Honestly, she kind of
This
fits the bill.
smells amazing.
Giant Amazonian warrior. Seems nice. Got a nice, pleasant aura, as well as being a little bit intense.
Abby, what do you think Imperator wants me to find? If Cardathea is right, the last clues should be somewhere on the Sanguis Plateaus.
Lone Syndicate said, I think Froliva's story was done way better than Camellia.
Yes, I do agree better, but I thought I had the same feeling of like maybe it's me alone, but I don't like understand. Like sometimes like psychopaths or like not psychopaths, but like characters that have like a darker proclivity to me are like some of the most easy and like fun to do, and oftentimes I feel like people make them like super goth. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, the world is a nightmare, and I only see darkness, and all I know is darkness, and this world has been so cruel to me, so this is how I feel the way I feel. Whereas to me, how you do a villain is like, this bad thing happened to me, so therefore I fucking have I hold no bars on doing bad shit to others, but that doesn't mean I have to necessarily be like comically evil. That just means that I just get out of my way. Like there's stuff like that to me, which is a much more interesting angle on like a tortured soul than like the feeling like they're otherworldly, because a lot of times otherworldly is like really hard to do, because it's especially when it's just like, I don't know, I maybe I should just chalk it up to like, I don't know why I didn't like it, but I just didn't really vibe with it too much.
We're so close to the finish line. Just one step away.
Relax. We're already back in September.
Lone Syndicate said, I will say it's a shame that I waited so long for Froliva only for her to die when I was finally getting to know her.
Well, like, I guess what Bolty was hinting at, where, like, or maybe it was Raid, but, like, I don't know, yeah. Also, A Cry says, what do you do for work? What do you call it? I help my family out when they need it, but largely I'm pursuing entrepreneurship right now, which is
Lord
a cop-out answer.
Blazefire
But yes, I do help my
1985
family who
said
has a sign
losing
shop.
faith and falling to nihilism is too easy nowadays.
Yeah, or at least, like,
Catman 11,234 said Big Cartethia versus Augusta, who wins?
Carthea is like a giant, dude. I'd say Carthea, but it depends. I haven't seen Augustus's personality yet, so maybe she's fire. You know, who knows? Who knows?
I remember Lupa said there's this weird blight cloud hanging over the Sanguis Plateaus. And when the high tide, or whatever, rolls around, all the gladiators go there to hunt Tacit Discords. Wait, is the high tide coming up soon? The Aphra's invite did say something about a big hunt.
Lord says, I'd rather go for someone challenging, like being fair. I'd rather go for something challenging, like being fair. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. You mean like for making a character, like a character who is like darker or like kind of like more somber or something like that.
Catman 11,234 said sanguine usually is blood related. Anything with that means vampires, I'll bet.
Oh, maybe that's what we'll see.
A messenger came this morning. Augusta is dealing with an emergency, so our meeting's postponed. It looks like it'll be a while. An unexpected change. It's throwing everything off course. I don't like the feel of it. And why me for this hunt? If it's about the great Aegon. The messenger said none of the other gladiators were invited.
Oh?
Who knows? Maybe she just wants to test her strength.
Lord
against
Blazefire,
you.
1985
Typical
said, yeah,
Septimont,
like a realistic and relatable character.
Yeah.
Lone
I see what you're
Syndicate
saying,
said,
guys.
I understand why she had to die, but wish I could have spent more time with her. Also, Cat, that way to easier question real question Zani versus Augusta, who win the Blazing Night Walker or the Ruler.
That's tough, man. That's a hard question, Lone. I think I gotta give it to Augusta. What are we talking about? Power? We're talking about power? Nah. I feel like Zani. Well, does Zani have like? Is it like peak Zani where she has her like supportive character, and it's peak Augustus who has her support? I still think it's Zani. Zani with the mage lady is insane, but Augustus. Well, I don't know, because Augustus fucks like shit up regardless of needing like any like. That's the only thing with Zani is that you do need to like get a buff and then also like get a counter hit, and then you can like build up stacks. Whereas Augustus, I think she just cooks. She'll just like eat people alive without needing to like like get up all these cues. I guess she does need to like build up stacks the same way, but yeah, it's a hard question. I'm not sure.
You think so?
I would say Augustus.
I've only met her a few times, but I doubt she acts on such simple impulses.
Granted.
And as the F4, can she really thoughtlessly do whatever she wants?
If it's my Augustus versus my Zani is ripping her fucking spine out of her body every single time. My Zani is fucked up how strong that team is and how much like oomph I have behind that team for how little I spend.
Guessed from afar.
Ooh.
You possess
This is definitely the
eyes
feet
as
update.
clear as crystal. But
ooh,
what troubles you so that eyes once bright as the Highland sky now darken with rolling
My
clouds?
dude, you look so close to being a fucking playable character, but not quite. I do like the vibe though. Tears.
A warrior who walks
Lone
the
Syndicate
blade's
said
edge does
Narim
not
talking if
falter
Kuro
over
made an animated
trifles.
short, and it was Zani and Augusta ducking it out in an arena who would be the victor.
Oh, it's gotta be Augustus. Like lore wise, she's a fucking ruler god who like takes on like endless challenges. Zani is like a person who like fought in the slums. It's like comparing like a soldier to a Spartan. You know, I don't know. I don't think it's the same shit.
The clouds, if I may guess, are cast from the throne.
I wish this went all the way up to his chin. I feel like it's weird that it stops.
At the peak of Capitolini Hill, beneath the pale walls of the Ephes Palace, secrets lie buried. And the most intricate among them are those born from the pursuit of power. Even one as honorable as the Epher must learn when to be ruthless. In Septimont, a city forged in iron and blood, anyone who seeks the throne without knowing the cost is no better than a lamb marching to the butcher's knife.
Who are you, dude?
I am Nestor, a traveling poet.
Very normal name. Does not look like a Nestor. It looks like a Aegis or something. Some sort of
The
weird
rains
thing.
in Septimont never seem eager to leave this season. So then,
A cat says, I think Mayabe is one of the most powerful characters. Yeah, and Wither and ZZ, not Wither Waves. But yeah, if it was a battle royale against the strongest character in Withering Waves versus Zenless, I'd still say Zenless. Withering Waves has it because Withering Waves has. Well, I don't know. That's a harder question. Yeah, Mayabe team's good.
if you are curious about the effort, then allow me to say that nothing would honor me more than to offer even a modest service to the champion of the great Aegon.
Wait, how do you know he's the champion? And all that stuff about the F4 too.
I think Wither Waves will have it just because Wither Waves you could heal. And Sinless is kind of a pain in the ass to heal, and yeah.
Oh, your eyes. Were we talking too loud?
What? What?
To see and to hear are but two of the many ways to perceive. Trusting the senses is a habit, a natural expedience, but not the only
Are
option.
you like this world's Daredevil, dude?
Truth be told, I've been gathering inspiration for my next epic, and its protagonist is none other than Augusta, the Effort of Septimont.
Is this the guy that's like the mastermind plotting shit?
That's why I speak
The playwright
of her
guy?
with some
Blondie?
familiarity.
He just dripped out?
I have a feeling your tale with her will soon be written. And knowing more about those who walk alongside you is rarely without its benefits.
So there's little chicken things? Little chicken tendy? Shrimp looking things?
Augusta.
Oh!
A girl of humble birth. A resonator of modest talent. A commoner without noble patronage. And yet, from the den of wolves that is Septimont City, she rose and eventually claimed her place.
Damn.
Just like the burning sun was once a cloud of dust.
Lone Syndicate said, "Look at that thigh meat."
You made me choke. Not crazy thigh meat, but still some thigh meat. Epics of Blazing Sun chapter. What is this? Dear guest from afar, do follow me into the near forgotten stories of Augustus, but by simply telling, it might be a bit dull. What method do you have in mind? What are you trying to do? I'd say that one. Perhaps having listener became the protagonist of such a story might be
Lord
a good option.
Blazefire 1985 said thigh meat. Where?
You missed it. You missed the
Catman 11,234 said I power scale usually by lore and lore feats, by those who is the most powerful of Gunnar Gotchas.
So, I'd say Zenless. No, I'd say Withering Wave, sorry. I'm glazing a lot of Withering Wave right now. I don't think Zenless has as much lore entries, where there's tons of books and shit here. And there's like, if you really want to understand, like, I mean, they'd be dropping shit like the Tasted Rayfields or something, and you're like, what? But that's gotta be lore shit. This should add more immersive touch to the sounds and images that you have to hear and see. Gotcha. Continue. We'll go to the right, I guess. At this moment, you are Augustus. Are we fucking D&D role-playing right now? You shall relive her past, face the same choice she once made. Thus, please forget your name for now. I'm ready. Are we role-playing? Of course, Augustus' story is already written. No matter what choice you make, they will not alter our reality. Continue. Yet be wary, fate is fickle, and a misstep can lead to a swift end. Weigh your choices carefully. Her past decisions may not have been the best. I understand. Well then, let's begin the story. Set aside the complex thoughts and let me sing an epic of a young lady, Augustus. Take a deep breath. I am Augustus. I am Augustus. Take a deep breath. Oh shit, that's all it says. Okay, a gentle warm light begins to blur your vision, and you slowly close your eyes. When it clears, a small, frightened girl clenches a sword standing amidst the ruins. A group of Solomon Septimontian gladiators stand at the guard. As guards. Took a round turn, I guess. Hey kid, are you alone? Don't be afraid. We know what the dark tide did to your home, and we're here to help. Boldly observe the man in front of you. What? Boldly observe the man in front of you? Okay. Timidly observe the man in front of you. Boldly or timidly? I feel like Augustus would be a bad bitch and speak with some... Actually, I don't know. I could see her being a little wilted and then becoming a badass. I'd say, yeah. I'd say be a little timid. It just makes sense to me. Different choices will change the corresponding stat value. I hit the wrong button? No! Okay. Must be hungry here. This should be enough to keep you from starving for now. Refuse the food offered by the gladiators. Take the food offered by the gladiators. No, I take it. Refuse. No, I take it. Take the food. Chin up. We can take you to Septimont City. I feel like I should have chose the other one. It's not safe here. We don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at this ruins won't change anything. Continue. Even if you rebuild these walls 1,000 times, they'll never hold against the dark tide. You don't have the strength to stop it. Bring your sword and come with me. Let go of your sword. Grip the sword with determination. I like that. Follow them. The gladiator shakes their heads and pats your shoulder. Look back at the ruined village. Follow them. I would say look back at the ruined village. It's like a final bit of mourning. Remember remember to maintain stat balance. The story ends if stats drop to 0. Oh. Yikes. Okay. Reach 100 reputation. The story chapter is complete once you corresponding goals are met. Oh. I like how they're like, there's no right way to do this story. There's a right way to do this story, actually. In the end, you choose to leave the village. The gladiator's words reveal a bitter truth. You lack the strength to protect the home you
Bolty
are
said,
leaving
ooh, I
behind.
love those kind of games.
Yeah, this is fun. Protect the leave behind. In your travels, you stay quiet. Engage with the gladiators. I'd say she probably stays quiet, but maybe I'm off. Oh, it does tell you which it's going to take. Oh, I see. Follow the gladiators. You've arrived in the city of Septimont by ship. You wave them goodbye after arriving at the central square. Meanwhile, you notice the square is crowded with civilians. Show your awe for the city. Remain quiet and anxious. No, I think you should be pepped up now. I just wanted her to have a realistic experience of like, my whole fucking village just died, and not be like, I'm a king. It's like, it's weird. Like, you should be like, oh fuck. A poster for a gladiator Aegon is pinned to the wooden board. The air filled with the heated chatter about the upcoming match. Draw your sword to the crowd. The gathering people push forward to the crowd. Draw your sword to the crowd. Now I don't want to stab the crowd. No, let's make our way here. Move through the crowd. You must know Septimont reveals strength. Here only victory reigns. That is the law older than the city
Lone
itself.
Syndicate said, side note, I've been watching that one Augusta trailer on repeat a good bit because it was
peak. It was so good. I can see that giving you like a fucking blood rush. You notice the disdain in the eyes of Septimonians. You notice the passion filled with the eyes. I give you passion. A little passion. We're low on kingship. Eat or be eaten. Such is the way of the city. To survive, you have to find your bite and seize the crown with your own teeth. That's kind of epic. You can't stop thinking about the conversation. You realize the gladiators are the very symbol of strength in Septimont. If there's a way to dominate the area, maybe you'll find the strength to look for it. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I thought it wasn't a choice. Shit, it's gray. I thought it didn't matter. Damn it. I don't know what we just chose. As you leave, you notice that three words stand out. Incessant. That's a word I've never read before. Incessant. Shatter. Ideally. Status. And talent. Identity and status, talent. Jesus Christ, I'm falling apart. They seem to be essential parts of the gladiator. Gotcha. There are always these commoners who view the Aegon as mere boring displays of butchery, but we're hardly entertained by the sight of rats shrieking in the dirt. What we crave is true magnificence, a warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. This is fucking, dude, people are writing. These are fire assets. Want to have a little bet on how many mega rats are gonna try for the Aegon this year? Them and their stench by stinking up the place. Ignore those words. You're slightly concerned about your status and talent. I'd say this. Ignore those words. Bitch, I ain't feeling worried about this. You are determined to step into the arena. The rules demand a mentor at your back. Someone to keep death from claiming you on the first day. And perhaps even touch you to see the fight through to the end. Teach you to see the fight to the end. Sorry, I thought that was fucked up. After hitting several dead ends, you eventually come across Kato. Kato is a retired gladiator star, but takes on few people, students. Pilgrim? I don't know. So you want to join the Aegon, you say. Why don't you start by telling me a little about yourself? You recall the discussion about gladiators, identity, status, and of course talent. People in the city of Septimont seem to value these more than anything. You choose. Speak honestly about your past. Lie about your past. Speak honestly. Accept fate speaking honestly. What? Okay. The dark tide took your home, and you came to Septimont seeking strength. Is that so? You've got some metal? Metal? But that's not gonna cut it. Continue. Go home. People like you always show up with nothing but fancy dreams, only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough of idiots like you. Stay silent. Try to argue. Ooh. Would he want me to argue with him, or would he want me to stay silent? I don't think he would want me to stay silent. I wish it was a best try arguing. It kind of worked. What now? Still here, are you? You think your stubbornness will change my mind? Tighten your grip on the sword. Oh! Please? Yikes. Look, into his eyes. Yeah, that's the shit. Give me that kingly shit. Yes! Hey. Alright then. Let's have a duel. Land one strike, and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you how to be a true gladiator. This duel here is your entrance trial. Accept the duel without hesitation. Accept the duel after great deliberation. We need a little bit more fighting power, but I worry this is going to decrease this one. It didn't. Good. Okay. Blades meet a sharp clash. Kato, whatever, moves with practice ease. You are quickly defeated. Yes, we got fucked up. Not a shocker. Strengthless. Do you realize how weak you are? Which is why I want to become a gladiator. Which is why I'm seeking power. I'd say I'm seeking power. Yeah. Gladiator is just a stepping stone, baby. Do you really know who you are fighting against? Can you really best me? You can't. Now, how do you plan to end this? Challenge him again the next day. Challenge him again. What are you talking about? You run that shit again and again and again. Back for another round, are you? Country rats like you sure are. As persistent as the city folks say you are, huh? Defeat. Attack. Defend or attack? I think we attacked last time, so I would assume defending is not the worst idea. But I don't think we want to invoke... He's just trying to piss us off, so I think we want to defend. Oh, we lost some prowess. Just like last time, you were attacked. You aren't much challenge for the guy, and you are swiftly beaten. Great. Go back. This is your path. Also, Ao says, you should play Identity V. I've never heard about it, but what is it? Give up. Continue to the challenge today.
Lone Syndicate said BRB.
Keep going. Continue to fight. Run it back again. Too slow, too weak. You foolishly swing, only bearing smiles to your enemies. Only bringing smiles to your enemies. Then I'll be faster. Then I'll be strong. I don't think she's fast, so we're definitely gonna be stronger. Good. Is that your best? How naive. Well, I guess the rat that lives in the dark is never meant for the sun. Checkmate, you lose. Challenge him again. Keep challenging him. Still not ready to give up. Why don't you sell your sword? I'll give you some food at least. Give up. Continue to challenge him the 5th day. That's it, baby. Back to back to back to back. You stand before Kato again, dragging your exhausted body near at your limit. Exhausted body nearly at your limit. There we go. I'm about to collapse. I can still fight. Do we don't want these to reach max? I think that was what it was. The swing swept up by the blade whispered past, and you are suddenly home. Soft sunlight cascades on the great oak tree.
Gnawing fetus said attack.
I should have attacked. And you hear your friend's laughter, your parents' gentle call. Continue, I guess. But in the very next breath, a bone deep chill engulfs you. That touch, you know it too well. Though thoughts race across your mind, and your hand instantly grips the sword. I can't stop. I won't surrender. I can't stop. Training gladiator, we did it! You seize the opening and land a hit on that son of a bitch. Kato hands you his sword and turns to leave. Catch Kato's sword, it's rather heavy. Yes. Boom. I don't know if we're not supposed to fill these up or we're supposed to fill these up. It's a mobile version of DBD. All hunters and characters have special abilities, unique perks, abilities. I'm not sure if I love that. That doesn't sound DBD. Dead by Daylight? Oh, Dead by Daylight. And it's a mobile game. Strange. Think Caroline meets Timbo. Ooh, that sounds fun. The art style sounds sick. In Septimon area, the victor claims the weapon of the defeated, a symbol of their conquest. The sword is yours now. Victor, conquest. Say victory. Nice. You are determined to bite off the crown. Do not fall before you get there. Augustus, that is your name, isn't it? Yes, it is Augustus. Does it matter? I'm gonna nod. One of these. Is it? Are they not supposed to be full, or is it supposed to be full? I don't know. I thought it said it wasn't. You do not want to max these out. I thought. Oh no. Or is it? Do you want to max them out? I don't know. The moment you step into the arena, you will lose the name. The spectators may brand you with a number, a symbol, or even a name of some wild beast. I have no other choice. I am prepared. I want to say what I want to say. Does it end if I get maxed out on one of the things? And only the last one standing has the right to reclaim their true name. Maybe you have to pick the right one? Like maybe each thing has to reach 100% full? That probably is what it is. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augustus. You have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without identity, status, or talent. Tell me, will I see that today? I will make them know my true name. I will make the crowd cheer. I will make them know my true name. Training starts tomorrow. 6 sharp, right here. Yeah, I think I fucked up. Did I fuck up? Oh, did we do it? Yes, we did. That was fun. Oh, yeah, I'm prepared. Sorry, I should have followed your lead. No.
Fail enough times, and you might eventually succeed. Should we call it resilience? Or mere stubbornness?
Awesome. Sick.
Or perhaps, for a girl who has lost everything, there was never a second option. She had no one to trust but herself, and naught but a blade to hold. And yet, as the first stanza of an epic, this is nothing extraordinary. Since the lament, across the scorched lands of Solaris, I've heard this story repeat itself, again and again. Greatness. Yes, our era has certainly seen it. But true greatness is never found on the first page of a story. Courage, glory, and honor. Such immortal virtues have been etched in tablet and stone, but they are never forged overnight. Light as a thread, elusive as the wind, they weave themselves into every twist of fate, tangling with every insignificant choice we make.
What is meaning? What's wrong, Abby?
I don't know. It's just unbelievable. The Augusta he's talking about, and the F-word we saw in the arena. No way they're the same person.
A girl far from home, arriving in the city upon Capitolini Hill in pursuit of strength. No title, no status, no wealth. I doubt anyone at the time could have imagined her rising to where she is now.
No, there might be one.
Do you mean Cato?
Ah, the one guy.
Do you believe Cato handed her that final victory on purpose? And that his scathing words were a test of her resolve?
Maybe he had long grown tired of a corrupted system.
Then Cato must have been an idealist, to place his faith in a girl with nothing to her name. Now, why don't we keep this question in mind and see where the story leads us?
Is there more? Sir, I'll be right back. I need to go to the store to buy shit.
First to the treasure. Down that
Oh, didn't mean to switch my user. I need to squeak up here real quick. Get there, Brad. Real quick. Up. Hello, miss. I think I need to buy things from you real quick. It's fine. Yes. Buy. Yep. Yep. Yes. Ooh, you sell gems? Holy shit, I didn't know you sell... Yeah. How much do they cost? Nothing. Well. Is it only one? Oh, it's 40. It's okay. Where is the special flowers, miss? Oh, no. Do you not sell them? Or is it a different thing? It might be a different lady. Quick. That one. This. Resonators. My girl Augustus right here. This.
Where my blades leads.
All that.
Triumph.
All that. Yes, this. Where is it? Is it this? Can I fast travel to it? We'll continue with the story time. I thought we'd be able to get to the location today, but we probably won't, unfortunately. But yeah, I thought we'd really be there. Oh, it's right here.
What can I do now?
Excuse me.
All I've got.
I need this stuff, miss. Thank you. Yes. So I need to buy the flowers. I think. Oh, geez. Well, I have $1 billion, so we'll be able to buy whatever we want. I think it's this. This looks pretty like what we need. Maybe it was this. What looks Augustus-y? This looks Augustus-y. Sounds like a very weird thing we're saying. All right, did I get it? Did I, in fact... No, I keep hitting the wrong button. Nope. There, resonator. You.
To wit where my blades lead.
Damn it, it was the sunflowers.
Triumph.
Son of a bitch. Sunflowers. This is yes. This guy, that's what we need. Whoop, good. Thank you. Goodbye, miss. Now I just need to do this. Nope. This. I'm still using these new keyboards, and I readjusted all my settings, so if I look like I'm all over the place, that's why.
Septimont flows through.
Very cool.
But my blood answers to neither the Senate nor the Colosseum.
Hell yes.
My vein. I will not stop here.
Hell yeah.
My hometown's fall revealed the truth. Only with the ever-blazing sun.
She rolls
can
them
darkness
R's, man.
Have nowhere to hide.
She's out here. All right, we're level 70. No, 60. Sorry, 60. All right, back to the story. I started to like dehinge it a little bit, but yeah. Also, let's play with Augustus. Actually, let's play with her on.
Stay behind me.
Us. Does she have any mobility thing? No, not really. She does look like she. That is cool. God, it's so cool. Fucking red lightning. So sick. Hello. Are we continuing with our story? Yes. It's the whole thing. All right, back at it, guys. Dawn breaks with a pale glow. Oh, geez. A month has already passed under Kato's training, and today, the grind continues. A little rest won't hurt. Stick to the training. You arrive at the training site. Repeat the same move over and over again. Has begun to wear on your patience. You notice the gladiators training in moves you've never seen before. You've decided to peek on their training. Stay focused, keeping on your own training. I feel like we've spent so much time trying to get this guy's attention, it would make sense to observe his stuff. But would Augustus be curious to see other people's I think... maybe? I'm not sure about this one. They both give us the same benefit. I just don't know which one gives us more. I think we should double down. I'm going to say double down. You reflect on your training. It was already yours... Sorry, it was always you alone, facing the wooden post, patching yourself up over and over again. Give in to sadness, endure and push through. Days slip by. The gladiator Aegon draws near. Today, Cato will give you your final lesson. I've done all I can to prepare you. Now you're on your own. The training ends today. Is this the graduation ceremony?
Bolty said YAAWWWN.
Yawn? Are you getting sleepy? You're not enjoying the storytelling? Well, Bolty. Also, or maybe it's just hella late. It's probably like fucking 5 a.m. for you. Jesus Christ, get some sleep. Is the training ending today? Here's my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through all of this training? You already know the answer. You are unsure what to say. Yeah, I already know the answer. There it is. Never forget. Your ideal has never faltered since you left home. To be strong enough to protect others. You meet Cato's gaze, and now read the answer in your eyes. And he reads the answer in your eyes. Offer Cato thanks. I remember my true ambition. I'd say thank you. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crosses your eyes. You recall Cato's words when this all started. Good night, Multi. Get a nice rest. But then all will chant your name, Augustus. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without an identity, status, talent. Tell me, will I see that day? I'm very much looking forward to it. I will make it happen. I'd say I'll make it happen. You're aware that sponsors for gladiators, Aegons are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants, figures beyond your reach, except perhaps to go underground, into an underground arena. Hehe, these are all top of the line merchandise I got here. Care to look? Like products on display, you and a few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena, scrutinized by the nobles and the wealthy merchants in the stands. One by one, those beside you are chosen and escorted away. Take a step forward. The audience cast their eyes in your direction. However, all you receive is constant laughter in return. Glimpse of the noble, lavish lifestyle flicker through. Visions of your home run flashes through your mind. I can't lose the heart part of it. I need to build up something like that. Those laughs. So they really did have a hand in that disaster. Oh shit. The rot in high places also plays a part in our home's ruin. The dark tide alone did not destroy our home. I'd say the rot. Just call it like it is. The dark tide struck. I gotta focus on my breathing. Those with power and wealth continue their lives of indulgence and luxury. This is kind of a whole mood. The might of the gladiators exists only to serve their desires. Silence. You swear to shatter those rules. A fire of Augustus ignites in your chest. I gotta build up that. I like this one, but I like this one more, but we'll go with this one. Oh, I thought it was gonna give me more, not take less. Ah, shit. Well, let's just follow our heart, man. Well, a village girl with such remarkable forte dreams of power and strength. I can remember the last Septimont had a joke this amusing. Septimontian had a joke this amusing. Show them your sword. Try and you'll see. What can you offer? Prancing around like a circus clown and scrambling for your life so we can all get a good laugh? Or do you think playing innocent will win you favor? Don't underestimate me. I'll never disappoint. King shit. Anyone interested in this one? After all, watching the weak struggle is always a fine source of entertainment. You bear a small anticipation that someone will pick you. You give the nobles a chilling stare as they whisper to you, I gotta do it. I gotta be like, listen, you motherfuckers. Entertainment, you say. In Septimon, strength defines worth. We shouldn't be so quick to judge a gladiator who offers herself. This is a good guy. You turn your view towards the voice. With heavy steps, a well-dressed old-school noble walks down from the stairs towards you. He smells of rotten stench. It's unlike the smell of rat, as the Septimons had put it, but a foul odor of power and wealth. You frown at the old noble. Silently clench your fist. I want to frown, but I'm pretty sure I'll just die. But fuck it, I want to frown at the people who are terrible. Yikes. I engage only in profitable ventures. To stand in the arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them, and we will speak further. Brave young lady. Okay, no option besides go. All right, good. We got a piece of shit. Got it. Bad lady. Or bad guy. Again, we're just right into the weeds. Reach reputation 50. Reach reputation... Oh, I'm not getting what it's asking. I'm dumb. All we have to do is reach enough of the 2 stats. I'm an idiot. Undead King says, hey, Grin, have you pre-registered for Blue Protocol? Is Blue Protocol still happening? I have not, King. I thought Blue Protocol, like the MMO? I thought that was dead. I thought like it ended up shutting down. Maybe it's a different thing? You accept the noble trial through the... though trial is too fine a word for something intended only to break you. Head to the trial grounds. Head to the training grounds. Or trial grounds. Both things? Same thing. So reputation is what? Materialism, health, willpower, reputation. Okay, so we need these 2. We need king shit. Outside the walls of Septimont City lies a wasteland plagued by the dark tide, your homeland. It's no different from the home you remember. Return home.
Lone Syndicate said Grin Shiyu defense reset in Z's don't
I
forget.
I banged that out. I didn't get the last one, unfortunately. Like, I didn't get 100%, but yes. I was wondering, because I pre-registered. Yeah, what do you call it? I think. Wait. So is it the same thing we're thinking about? Because I do think it got canceled. The Blue Protocol thing, the MMO. Yeah, man, I've been doing some research on that, but I think it got canceled, which is weird because it looked like it was promising, but it just never got out of Japan, I think, or China, whatever it was launched in. Anyways, outside the wall of Septimont lies a plague, a dark tide over your homeland. Return home, you can't help but feel sentimental. It's now different from home you remember. They say Focus Leon Beast, corrupted by the dark tide, parole deep within the caves. No common blade can cut through their skin. The first trial is to slay that beast. The noble, however...
McFluffican said there's a reboot effort for Blue Protocol.
Oh, is that what it is? It's a reboot? The noble, however, decided to strip you of all your equipment but a dull blade.
Lone Syndicate said, dang Grin, you already did the new Shiyu good shit.
I think so. No, maybe not Shiyu. Is it the where you're fighting bosses? I think so. I checked at the one that was like 2 days time left. And I did that one because I was like, oh shit, run out of time. The dull sword is more than enough. I have no choice but to accept. Oh, I guess we'll do this one. But I want to say the dull sword is more than enough. I'm sorry. I'm gonna follow my heart with these ones. I know we're supposed to get this one too, but I can't help it. The mountains trail winds like a serpent. Amongst the chattering trees stumps, dozens of blackened skeletons lie scattered. You suspect you're getting close as you continue forward against the unpleasant smell. When the first ray of sunlight splits the clouds, a cave reveals itself, breathing death. Before you can get clear picture of the cave, a crushing force presses upon you. Try to break free. Who are you? Try to break free. Damn it! Shit! Shh, get down. You're trying to... I wish I could go rewind time. Shh, get down. You're trying to get yourself killed. Hold your breath, or you'll alert it. Struggle. Do as he says. Immense crisis. You turn around to see a hunter. Just then, a massive creature
Lone
roars.
Syndicate said no, that deadly assault that also resetted this week too.
Okay, so there's another brute port. What is it called? Shinny Defense. Okay, I'm not sure, but I think I did that one. Shinny Defense. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. Or is that the one that's like a thing? I'm not sure. I can't think of what that one is. Anyways, you turn around and see a hunter. Just then, a massive beast comes in. Securely stare at it. Keep your head down. Sincerely stare at it. I kind of want to... I know it's stupid. I'm going to get hurt from this. I kind of want to look at it right in the eye. After the lion beast has left, you apologize to the hunter. It was thanks to him that the beast did not notice you. That. Going by those clothes, you're a Septimon gladiator, huh? I used to be just like you. Lost a big match, got tossed out by the nobles, and ended up like this. We're nothing but their playthings. The skills honed for battle are now merely tools for survival. Septimon has abandoned the strength it desperately needed. You pity such reality. Jesus, hard to say. Ask the hunter what you should do. Ask the hunter about the lion beast. Yeah, I'll say that. Only a madman would go after the lion. I know what I'm doing. I have my reasons. His words are rough, but he eventually tells you everything you need to know. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt, and gain more knowledge of prey. Your health, so you choose silently. Observe the lion in a few days. Gotcha. So reputation is this guy. What is the other one? Willpower. So we need both of these. This one, willpower, we need the most of. Reputation, we need the least of. Jesus. Enter cave. Deep within the cave, dark entrance, you tread softly. I should not just do that. When a sudden dread freezes your step, between a flickering torch flame, a monstrous shape appears, the lion beast. Fire from the nether dance amid its golden mane, while claws like scythes tear wounds into the earth. Holy shit, that's a whole sentence and a half. Maintain distance and swing your sword. Draw your sword and strike the lion beast. I really need to maintain your distance and swing the sword. I can't ever tell if this is gonna be worse or good. Will this affect positively this action? Maintain your distance and swing your sword. Will it reduce the strength? And because I feel like that's gonna reduce the strength, but this is only gonna give me might. I don't need might, so I guess this. Okay, good. It does give us that. Okay, good. What is this? Is it willpower? So I guess willpower is I don't know. The choices don't make sense for what they're offering. As expected, your sword fails you. It's ineffective against the lions. Before you can take a breath, the lion thunderous roar storms you again. Thunderous roar storms you again. You decide to. That's weird. I don't know that first sentence makes sense. Quickly analyze the cave environment. Dodge its attacks and search for a weak point. Quickly analyze the cave environment. Good. We want more of this. Just before the lion beast pounces at you, you slash with all your strength at the stalactites above, and they're crashing down on the lion's gaping jaw. It still has fight. It's not over yet. Doesn't matter. It's not over yet. Fearless thing. You lay on its neck. It lunges to seize you, but you swiftly dodge, forcing its claw into a deeply knot around its throat. But you swiftly dodge, forcing its claws into deadly knots around its throats, okay? Seeing your chance, you give a final pull, and the beast strangles itself in a frantic struggle. Jesus! Finally. Guess using the environment was the right choice. Finally. We need a lot of this. A lot of willpower. We need all this, whole bar full, so Jesus Christ. The trial has ended, and you drag your exhausted body towards a stream. Clean water cascades down into the mountain valley, and the dense forest slumbers quietly in nature's cradle. Oh God. You rinse your blood-stained hands in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. The birds scatter, and the fish vanish. Your sense of the forest unease at your presence. Your sense of force is uneasy towards your presence. Are they afraid of your power? Are they afraid of me? The cricket's panic plunges you into reflection. For the first time, you realize the power can instill fear. You are still somewhat shaken. You desire more power. You desire more power. With no time to rest, you approach the nobleman again. He imposes the second trial upon you. I know full well the next one won't be easy. What is it this time? We need a lot of this. We need these two. Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you're aware, girl, that all the warriors of Septimont have 2 lives. Kato seems to mention this before. 2 lives? Our teacher mentioned this. Only by their parents, and the others by their sword. You may consider the sword in a gladiator's hands to be their life in the arena. Okay. For your second trial, bring me 100 lives. Yes, prove to me you are worthy of standing in the arena. Turn with disgust as you wave to accept. Calmly accept. Turn with disgust as you wave to accept. Calmly accept. I don't know. I feel like this is going to not be as powerful, but I don't want to be loving the fact that I got to wreck people. So I'm going to say it's disgusting, but I do it. Damn it! We only need 50% of this, but still. Go to the admission pass for the Aegon. You start the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators of Septimont as your reputation grows. So do the Septimonians. They don't care who you are, but only want to see you fall, if you will fall. Look, it's the girl again. Don't think she would get as many wins as she did. Just look at her size, the size of her. How will she even carry those swords? Focus on the opponent before you. Ignore all their comments. Focus on the opponent before you. Yeah, that. Nice! You have grown used to this kind of noise. The defeating cheers numb your fatigue. Your sword now rests against your opponent's throat. Spare the opponent and wait for the next challenger. Suppress your desire to kill. Suppress your desire to kill. Yeah. That. Jesus. One by one, the gladiators you've challenged grow in number. Those you've defeated kneel before you, offering their swords symbolically, their honor with both hands. Steadily plant the opponent's sword into the ground. Ooh. Raise the sword. No, plant that shit in the ground. I'm about to say that's got to be the actual. Yeah, because she has like a bed of swords. That's part of her lore trailer. Anyways, it's also so sick that like that's what it is. Like now that we're reading like the backstory of that trailer, it's sure just like it's all the opponent. I mean, we can infer that, but it's kind of cool that you get it again. Every Septimonian, there's a limit to the opponents that prove challenging to you. Eventually, you will need to seek out tougher challenges. You have targeted Victor, a figure champion of the Aegon from one of the noble houses. Do you have any idea who Victor's father is? His lordship is the largest sponsor in Aegon. Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor, the best weapons, or the finest weapons. So, so what? Indeed. So what? The house behind Victor comes to you with an offer. A perfect job and a substantial fortune. If you walk away from the duel. Take the offer. Hell nah! Rip the contract, yeah! There it is. We got the first thing. We got the willpower to level 100. So now we just... Oh, I think we have it. Yeah, we did. Okay, so the challenge is complete. So now we just need to not lose. We did, actually. Never mind. We did it. Hell yes, dude. So the story keeps going. That's kind of shitty. I wonder if you just kept pushing the story so it kept giving you opportunities. But we did it. We got our reputation up to the level 50. That's so fucking sick, though. She just fucking rips it in front of him like, bitch, I'm going to tear that noble man apart. Oh, that's cool. You reject the bribe without second thought. Humiliating the noble servant spite across his face. The noble servant curses in your face. Sorry. Say nothing. Avoid any altercation. Respond calmly. Yes, some king shit, dude. You ignore country peasants. Do you know what it means to refuse a noble? then you shall suffer for your arrogance. When the time comes, don't expect any pity, as you won't be given any. I the scorn beside the servant, ignore the servant. I the scorn, I don't know what that means. I want to ignore him because you're trash. Damn it! Maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah. I didn't really think about what he said. Maybe he was telling like to look at the servant beside him, like, hey, like leave him alone or something. I don't know. Silence, rumble, servants, and tear up the contract. Oh, I see. Let's go. There is no point in talking since the ignorant fool. Then again, I'd appreciate it. Also, I was wrong. I thought this would immediately complete. It doesn't. It keeps going. Gotcha. So you're forced to see the entire outcome. I hope I don't lose this. I gotta not lose any reputation. Let's go. There is no point in taking sense into this arrogant fool. Then again, I'll appreciate it if you don't waste too much time in the arena. Continue. Did we just beat his ass? They throw a bag of credits as a way of humiliating you. That's a hard word to say. Following it up with a sarcastic and mockery gesture. They attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. Rattled with the same insults. Retaliate with the same insult. No, you feel nothing. Yeah, trash, garbage. I love it. I love that you can like tell her like I don't know. You know, like I love that you're like it's weird because it's like passively making her legend in your mind, which is really cool. The day arrives. Vicar accepts your challenge, and his honor of nobility is at the stake. You remember well the hoity look he wore, but a few days prior. Okay. But the noble wielded only words, no swords. Vicar knows nothing about swordsmanship. You easily defeat the weak, incompetent. What is that? Scone, the guy, and casually lift his pretty helmet with the tip of your sword. Share the Watcher nobles with contempt. Stare at the Watcher nobles with contempt. Approach the noble's seat. Yeah, approach the noble's seat. I have won, and I achieved it without wasting your time. Do you see? Your gilded lies shattered before the real strength. Love that! Toss the helmet back to Vicar. Step on Vicar's helmet. Toss it back to him. Yeah, we gotta kind of be the leader. That's like the thing. The crowd erupts in cheers and applause. The noble, unable to deny your triumph, lower their heads. Oh! That's awesome! You return to the lodging to count your trophies. 99 swords. 99 opponents defeated. Now, only one life is left to claim. Most gladiators have long feared your reputation and dare not challenge you, except one. Eridil, the rising star of the underground arena. Unlike you, he was born with a powerful forte. He is undoubtedly the king of the arena. The sword tempered by countless battles is no less sharp. Talent no longer matters to me. A sword trampled by countless battles is no less sharp. Talent no longer matters to me. That's all to say. Amidst the endless chanting of the night, Eridil, you arrive at a promise. As promised. Even the old school nobles present this time. As always, spectators crowd the arena. Does it matter? We'll do the noble thing. Your opponent, towering physique, dwarfs yours, and his crushing presence brings to mind a fearsome lion beast. Continue. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery to gain a foothold, and Eridil's armor is unusually heavy. You are all too familiar with the noble's despicable tricks. Anger brews within you. Keep calm. I kind of want to keep calm. She seems like she keeps calm, like that's her whole nature. You then shift your pace, luring the guy into a very trap meant for you. After a few more rounds, His steps grow loose, his reactions sluggish. Now's the chance. Seize the opportunity. Hell yes, your sword steps just before the neck of Septimoni's strongest gladiator. So it's such a hard word to say. The entire arena falls silent, and almost immediately the crowd erupts in applause. Stab, stab, stab. Is that so? What? Is that so, I'll say. I wouldn't stab him, though, but I'd be like, huh. Shit. Will it right here? No! Why is it? Why, man? I should just do what I want. Oh. That's such a bummer. I was there. Edric closes his eyes and accepts his fate. Victor is already mine. Let's leave it there. I'd say let's leave it there. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Damn it. In front of everyone's watchful eye, you only take his sword. You then bow towards the audience before leaving the arena. You feel a sense of relief. You feel the people's gaze. I feel a sense of relief. There we go. We're back. We're back. Oh, we need to. Maybe if you already hit it, you're fine. I don't know. If you lose it, that sucks, and you're screwed. It's also going quite a long time. Live, live, live. Leave the cheers behind you. Look back at the crowd and wave. I say we wave. Might as well wave. We got both of these stats maxed up. The next day you arrive before old school nobles with 100 lives. Hello, dickhead, I did it. Aridel is merely made of Septimont flesh. Above him stands a far greater force, power beyond any Septimonian. Ready for the third trial. Power beyond any Septimonian. That your third trial is to earn the blessing of what the fuck is this? Lions of Glory. Is this the giant cat thing? He never planned to let you pass the trial. This is an impossible feat. He never planned to let you beat the trial. I know it has never tasted. Sorry, I know this fucking dragon horse thing has never seen defeat. People say it's a peak. It's a peak no human can reach. The last wall of a Septimonian, but I have no reason to yield. I have no reason to yield. Hell yes. It is this insurmountable challenge that stirs the thirst of victory in your blood. You accept the third trial to confront the gladiator of Septimont. Or something, this giant creature. Yes! Alright, we're done. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out! I want to stop! Can I stop, or is it going to freaking be weird for me? Oh, do we continue? Oh, man. I'm pretty sure everyone left anyway, but yeah. I will lock in. Alright, what do we need? Still the same thing? We already have... Oh, no, we don't. Can I back out, Lone? Will it kill me? Can I back out? Exit the Epic of Blazing This. Remember by interacting that? Yes. Will I be able to come back, or did I screw myself? Let's see. Am I at the point in which I was at? One eye of trial, you return to ground. I think so. I think we're good. Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll continue the fucking badass arc tomorrow. Also, she looks a little shorter here. I don't know why. But I guess they even say that within the story itself, that she's a short queen. But ladies and gentlemen, that was fantastic, man. That's her story, dude. That's sick as hell. I like that. It's a really cool way of storytelling, too.
Lone Syndicate said, yo, I just found out I can use Frolova or Yinlin with Augusta.
Frovola, or who's Frovola? Oh, yeah, her? Oh, really? Oh, I didn't see that being a thing I've seen often, but maybe that's a hell of a good build.
Raid Nate said, great stream,
Thank
Green.
you, gang. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be like going head first into this story, grinding up her kit, all that stuff. Yes, and maybe doing the events, because I do think we have some events that I still haven't gotten to. But man, she is. I like this way of storytelling. It's very cool.
One that commands
also,
attention.
Is she just making a little cube? That's gotta be fun, dude. Earthbending looks fire. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. We'll be streaming at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I do not know if Love is still streaming, but I assume he is. But we will redirect to Fluff if he is. Let's see. We did stream a little bit longer today, so maybe he ended it, but who knows? I'm gonna link redirect. There we go. But if y'all want to watch, Fluff is still playing Guardians of the Galaxy, soldiering on, playing a shit ton of that game. But yes, if you guys want to watch Fluff, go enjoy that. But I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Just customize this. Redirect. It's always a little bit more deal to do this. Paste. Click. Save. Alright. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope I can see you tomorrow. Love you, and goodbye.
Lone Syndicate said, wonderful stream,
Bye,
Grin.
guys.
Is often the sharpest.